Welcome back, everybody. Here, let me play some music
hey.
for you. 15 minutes late. It was my fault. I got in a competition match in Fortnite, and
We were
I
here.
wanted to make sure to win. Yeah, that one was mine. Usually it's their fault, but then again, I live here, so it's not hard for me to show up on time. And I was still late today.
Right. We're actually, I feel like we're still waiting for you to show up.
I'm here. I'm here, ready to talk football. It was a good week last week, I think. A very, very entertaining week. I did not expect to win last week, and man, all the way to the last Monday Night Football game, like I was like, don't score.
Javonte Williams.
Who was it? Okay.
He was against Javonte Williams on Monday Night Football.
And how many points could he score?
He needed to score like 16 or 15 or something like that.
It wasn't that many.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's hit that number a lot.
And what was he around?
He was
10?
projected to
7.
beat me.
7. All right.
Yeah, because he had an okay day running the football, but he didn't score and he fumbled.
And they had to play catch up.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that offense just didn't get going. So.
but you were right about that. He said, didn't you say Kyler Murray never won in Dallas,
Murray,
or never always wins?
Yeah, right. But the Cowboys just kind of struggle against the Cardinals for some reason. They always have. It's weird.
But
It's really weird. Going back to when they were division rivals, randomly the Cardinals just give them problems when they shouldn't. So I'm sitting here unsurprised.
Well, you did say. I mean, I think what I'm excited about like from last week was we got so much right, to the point where I remember like getting like that we were getting stuff right. You know what I mean? And one of them was the Cowboys game. Another one was the Steelers game. Like we were just like all over that. You know, so it was just
I
to
was
see
surprised
that.
you guys were with me on that one. That was fun.
Danny Crimes.
So that was really cool. I think that was a really cool thing
crimes
to see.
against fantasy football for fantasy managers everywhere last week.
And I think
That was bad. That was really bad.
and it wasn't just that I won, but a lot of people I needed to lose lost.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't like it put me in second place in our league. The people I needed to lose lost.
But is everybody 5-4 or 4-5?
Yeah, we're all about right there. Yeah.
Everybody's muddled up.
Yeah.
So,
But that's what I mean. I needed people to lose
Yeah.
No,
to close that gap.
And on that, like, on your note, to feed off of that, it softened the blow on my loss. Like, my loss was terrible. One of the worst weeks that I've had in terms of just points on my bench. It was really bad. I talked to Brian about it on the way over, but looking at the scoreboard afterwards, I was like, oh, well, okay, I mean, because when it comes in terms of winning a championship, you don't care what your record was. you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just trying to make it to the
that,
bracket.
for instance, that half PPR dynasty league that I was in love with that redrafted this year, and now it's funny because I went from like I built up a contender and a juggernaut, and like my team was back to back scoring leader, and we're looking to be like another really good run this year to rebuild because I drafted Neighbors and so anyway, not to digress too far. The the last champion of that league, got in on a tiebreaker at 7-7 by 10 points. He had scored 10 points, over the course of 14 weeks in half PPR. He had scored 10 more points than the other owner and got into the playoffs. And then his team went absolutely nuclear. And he did not score less than 165 points the next 3 weeks. And won his third consecutive championship.
So
Got to get there.
let me ask you something, Ken. Because I looked at this trade and I was like, this is the Brian trade. Did you see it?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Brian asked me about it too.
Oh, okay. So what are your thoughts? You saw it?
Well, no, read it. He doesn't
Okay.
know exactly what it was. I was kind of fuzzy. I couldn't remember exactly what I offered.
Where
to.
did it start? Where is it now? Can we do that?
Well,
we
I never
didn't-
got a counter. I was suspecting a counter, and
Oh,
the counter was
then
like
we're at the beginning.
McCaffrey or
Then we're-
Taylor. I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
wait,
yeah,
what? Never mind.
No. Hold on. No, you make it sound stupid, but hold on a second. So first off, here's what I would get. I would get Sam Darnold, Jay Williams, Jay Warren, and Kay Vidal. Now, in my situation, all I care about.
Hold on. So you would get Sam Darnold,
Who wouldn't play?
No, for his bench, yeah. That
Jamison-
was just kind of a throw-in. but
Jamison Williams,
Who wouldn't play?
who's a.
He wouldn't.
I wouldn't play him with the receivers I have.
So Darnold,
Oh, well then my bad, because I thought for sure he was a starter for you. Because if I had your lineup, he would be probably my number
St.
2
Brown.
wide receiver.
I have St. Brown, so I wouldn't have played
he's got
Williams
dude,
with St. Brown.
he's got Amon St. Brown and AJ Brown
Okay.
Yeah,
and Keenan
but
Allen.
So
I wouldn't start Jamison Williams above any of those guys.
Maybe somebody was on your IR then, huh?
AJ
Yeah.
Brown was.
Oh, okay. I didn't see AJ
Yeah.
Brown then
And-
because I was like, he makes your starting lineup.
But
Okay,
not only
but
that,
you're right. Now
not only that, but I have St. Brown, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to play 2 Detroit receivers.
Oh, okay. And I didn't see
Yeah.
that. And like I say, I was
Yeah.
expecting a counter, but
Right. That's yeah. When I heard Jamison Williams, I was like, that doesn't sound right.
And so I'm only looking at
Okay.
Warren and Vidal,
As
and none of those guys help my running back situation. That's the only thing I need to fix is my running back situation. So when
Warren,
I'm,
wait, Warren doesn't fix your running back situation?
I don't think so.
Okay, we need to look this up because what is Warren on the year? Because I was thinking he's like the number 8 running back on the year, and I think I'm pretty darn
Because
close on that.
I got Hall and I got Swift.
21.
What? No, he's not.
I thought 12.
No, that's wrong.
No, he's missed time. And
No.
I'm in our league. He's owned by Badman. He missed the Minnesota game. He had a bad Cleveland game. He had a bad Green Bay game. He hasn't hit 20 points yet. He's a decent RB2 most of the time, and his schedule looks really good. But yeah, like you're a Steelers fan.
Well,
Like,
I
so-
guess we just have because I was
Okay.
talking about this at work too, and we were like,
I'm
Warren would
dude,
go in the
he's-
second
and
round,
he's also
like late
he's,
second round.
He's no way.
Oh, I
No
think
way.
you guys are wrong on that. Okay.
No. There's no
All
way.
right.
There's no way he would. He's
Late second, early third. That's not like that. The turn is where I see
No,
him going.
no,
and I
he's-
see
to
Lamar
me,
Jackson going. Just
I think if you
after.
did a redraft today, Jalen Warren is late 4th, early 5th.
You are insane. You wouldn't have him on a single team. I can see that's where you value him, but you would not have him. He would definitely go way before that.
He's RB in our so we play full PPR, and there's no bonuses, weird bonuses or anything like that. He's RB21 on the season in PPR. Okay, Alvin Kamara is RB27.
And how can you even compare the two?
Exactly,
what are
but you
talking about?
can because
cannot.
because
You have to.
but you have to because one's RB21 and one's
so
RB27.
I'm so
They're
happy
both
with-
they are
you-
both 3
Hold on,
spots
hold
away
on,
from
hold on.
24.
Let me get this going here.
So-
Hold on.
So let me keep going with this. Okay, so Warren was the only somewhat piece that may or may not have improved my lineup. And then he wanted me
May
to
or
send
may
Jackson.
Oh my God! Look at your lineup,
Hold on.
sir.
Then he
Brees
wanted
Hall
me
is
to
going to be insane. I'm so scared of Brees Hall this weekend.
and
I'm so scared of Brees Hall.
and he wanted me to send Jackson, and he wanted me to send Gadsden, who's been
Or Kincaid.
yeah.
I said whichever one you don't like. Like whichever one is sitting on your freaking bench.
but those
So 2 bench players for
but
2.5
hold
starters.
on.
Yeah.
That
but-
that conveniently fixes the 2 problems that problem-ish that the decisions you have each week at tight end and at quarterback.
I don't have any. I've been starting the number 1 tight end on the
I'm-
year, but
and
Yeah,
so-
but
I haven't had a
I've
problem
been-
until
as
last week.
But I'm a
but-
Cowboys fan, and I've been telling you that that's just been like fairy dust.
So to kind of to wrap this up, when I'm looking at a trade, I'm not looking at player for player. I'm looking at like where I need to fix my lineup and what am I giving you, because you're going to be my competitor later. So I was hard for me to stomach that me and you would go up against each other, and I gave you the piece Jackson that you needed to wrap that up.
But what if
he's
Warren was the guy that went off? That
Look,
week?
let's look at this. Okay, I would only use Warren if any of them, and I would lose Gadsden.
Okay,
I'm
and
probably
like I said,
about a
we
minus
needed to-
10
we
point
needed
differential.
to rework the trade, obviously, because we had, and that's why I was hoping
And
you
that's
would send
fine.
something back.
And that's
This
fine.
is good
Like-
stuff, people.
But
You are
I,
seeing
I was
how the
probably
sausage is made.
Could you say? Would you say that I was probably at about
I
a
need a
minus
referee's
10
hat right now.
to minus 15 point differential in that trade?
Okay, so he asked me.
If
So
you're
here,
looking at it,
hold on. Let me.
Because I have a very different way of thinking.
Hold on a second.
So-
Before let me.
And that was just
okay.
the first trade.
So now I've gotten a full picture.
Yeah.
Of what's going on. Brian and I spoke about it as we were pulling up, and what I
That's about the
was
same
told was that he was offering Jalen Warren. He asked what I thought about Jalen Warren versus Lamar Jackson straight up, and I said, "Well, it depends. And like if I was Ray, I'd be trying to get more out of you for it."
That's not what you
Now,
No, you said it was pretty even when we were in the car.
no, I said I would give. No, I did not.
No,
I said,
because if you would have said that, we would have had a discussion about that. Because I've been like, no. We would have had a discussion.
Do you
about
not remember me telling you that I said if I were Ray, I would have been trying to get Christian Watson out of you?
it. Okay, yeah, I guess I didn't consider that much, but yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yes,
fair
I
enough.
did.
Yeah,
I said
yeah.
that. Okay, so here's
Okay.
what I. So that's so
And-
what I
and I
heard
did say
was
something like that was too
what
much.
I
Okay.
heard was the counter was you wanted Jonathan Taylor or CMC, and I was like, oh well, no, that's not going to happen.
That's why I said we wouldn't
And
come
I get that. That's a non-starter. So, but that's if I were you, that's not what I would shoot for. Like if I were you, what I'd be shooting for is like either like I feel like for you an upgrade to your receiver core, if that's what you're really worried about.
I'm not though.
Oh no, running. Well, you're worried about running backs.
Yes.
If you're worried about running backs, he's not really going to be able to fix your problem.
Exactly.
How?
Because he's got Breece Hall and DeAndre Swift.
Okay, and who are you trying to put in? And you wouldn't start Warren over Swift?
No.
You're insane. I'd start Warren over Swift every day of the week.
No, well, you'd be wrong most of the time.
That's why I'm number one in the league.
Yeah, and you always have, and you have
For
that.
now.
You have that, and I'm not disrespecting your thought process. I'm just saying it's
That
not.
doesn't make you right on everything.
No.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, and I'm just saying we didn't align here. The value that I was giving up, it just didn't make sense to me. I needed what I was fixing for you wasn't enough of a fix for me.
Yeah, Swift has hit 20 points 2 out of the last 3 games that he's played. And Jalen Warren has scored 3 touchdowns versus Swift's 5. And so the only thing that would give me like pause in terms of like DeAndre Swift versus Jalen Warren like rest of the season would be the schedule. I do like Jalen Warren's schedule, but you're still like you're projecting at that point. And like the Steelers do want to run the football. They do, like the way that they beat the Colts last weekend is how they want to beat teams.
100%.
So if things work out for the Steelers the way that they should, Jalen Warren should be an excellent start. But
Well, especially
Brian and I
for
last
the next
week,
6
I
weeks.
think it was last week we were talking about if the Steelers are going to go far, Caleb Johnson's going to have to show up. Like we said that on this podcast. So for as well
But that
positioned,
has changed over the
for
last.
as well positioned as no, not
How
really.
long's the season gone?
For as
Because every single week it's like, oh, they just don't they like. No matter even when Gainwell went out, Caleb still couldn't get any touches.
Rookie
Like, they
season
do
into-
not
okay.
like him.
Okay,
at all. Like,
when you
maybe
find-
next year,
okay.
but not this year.
when you find out who the real studs are of the rookie class is the last 5 weeks of the season. It's Thanksgiving on. Every single year you can go back and every single stud you can go back and you can look at their rookie year and at the end of it, like maybe they have spurts at the beginning or whatever, but at the end of it, like they generally take over most of the elite fantasy producers in the game.
And
So
I had
there's-
Singletary with the injured scat.
I personally,
Devin Singletary?
Yeah,
and
Oh,
with the injured scat.
Well, right, which to
Yeah.
me is,
It's interesting.
oh my
That
God,
one's a
if I
scary
have to
one.
play him. If I have to play him, it's the only way
it
you
helped
ever
me
want to play
last
him.
week.
And honestly, like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You playing somebody like that is why I'm looking at you, going, "Hey,
Yeah.
look, I've got value, and you've got somebody on your bench like that isn't helping you.
No,
and
no,
you
no.
need some of this value."
But we just got through all my buys,
Okay.
and so like there's people on my bench, or people are playing or having to play because we're going through all these fucking buys.
And like I say, if you feel
I
solid
think- I
after
think
this,
I'm
then
through it all.
okay. Like it's
This is a trade I could live with declining.
oh no for sure.
Yeah.
And like I say, this was an opening offer to hopefully like start a conversation.
Yeah, but I was
and the
looking at
conversation
I was
went to
looking at your
McCaffrey and
lineup.
Taylor, and I went, okay,
The
never
guy
mind.
that you should.
I mean, and that's why I was like, dude, I don't think we're gonna come to something because like
Yeah,
I'm looking
well,
at
you
my
obviously
situation.
You didn't value Warren at all, and I was just
Yeah.
like, well, that's
No.
weird.
With
Because
what
we
my
have
lineup
completely
is?
different values of Warren, and that's what
No,
I
and
You
have
know,
in
it's
here.
funny, dude.
It's
So
that I was
and
giving you Jackson,
I feel like are
and so
closer
it was
on the
like-
value of Warren. Like I was absolutely stunned right now when I looked him up and found out that he was RB21. I thought that he was like RB12-ish because he had missed a game. I knew that he had missed a game and he had gone out early in another game. But
Right, which so puts him like 3 or 4 spots above where he's at, but still.
and I was still thinking he was top 15, like easy. And so to find out that he was 21, like I do. So you and I do have a high opinion of Warren, and it's because he's
and rest of season and the rest
right,
of schedule.
right.
Yeah,
But that is a little. But when you look at it objectively, that is projecting because it hasn't happened yet.
you saw the numbers. Though.
He hasn't hit 20
that
points
is,
yet.
but his numbers are.
He is the epitome of an
of
RB2.
a high end RB2.
I would say high end. I wouldn't say high.
Low end
high end
RB1.
a high end RB2 is a guy that can hit 25 points, and he hasn't hit 20.
No, you're
If
right.
he was
but-
so
but-
valuable, keep him and send the other guy.
and I am, and
Send the other
I'm
guy.
happy to have him. And send
Yeah,
who?
send the other guy.
Oh,
I know you're not going to send McCaffrey, so send the other one.
Jonathan Taylor, the
Yeah.
number 1 running back in the NFL. No, that's all right.
Well, give me
I'll
Christian
hang
then.
on.
You can have Jackson.
I'm gonna hang on to those 2. Yeah, those 2 are my Super Bowl winners right there.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe it was a bad decision, but I am team bad decisions.
No, and like I say, I thought it was going to open up a conversation, and
Yeah, I
it
know.
just that conversation just wasn't happening because our values were just too different. So.
Yeah, and you know what? I tried shopping Jackson around too, and like, I don't even get a response.
Right.
Did you
Like,
try
nobody's
the
even responding.
Jaden Daniels manager?
No, I need a running back.
He's got Bucky Irving on his bench.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like he would.
He
be
needs he needs to win right now, and he's got Bucky Irving on his bench.
Who's got Jaden Daniels? Let's see.
That's Juan Murder Valiants.
I think I did try him.
Like if you offered him like Kareem Hunt and Lamar Jackson for Bucky Irving, he might do that because he has Rico Dowdle and he has Monungai.
He's starting Penix though.
That's not good. I'd much
That's
rather
not
be
good.
I'd much rather be starting Lamar Jackson. I feel a lot safer if I was starting Lamar Jackson. You know
For who?
what?
Who do you think he'd give up?
Irving, Bucky Irving. That's who I would try to get.
Let's see.
Look at what Bucky Irving's done when he's been healthy. He's an
He's on injured.
Yeah,
that's
he's-
probably why I didn't look at him.
he's an RB1 for sure. Their offense has been completely different without him.
Eventually, yeah.
Like
yeah,
I'm
once
so,
he gets in there and
as the Ibuka owner, I've been wanting him to come back.
can see that.
Because I want their offense to be better. People are like,
But
what's wrong with Ibuka? And I'm like, there's no Bucky Irving. Like people are like, they're thinking that there's something wrong with Baker. There's something wrong with Ibuka. There's something wrong with the offense in general. And it's just they don't have their spark plug. They don't have.
So I
They're-
did offer him a trade. It wasn't for him, and he didn't even reply to me. So does he?
I texted him and he hasn't responded to me. I texted him like
Yeah.
to his phone, and so I don't know. Maybe he could be busy right now. Not sure.
I think I offered him a trade too.
But I have spoken to him throughout the season He just hasn't gotten back.
Well,
to
and
me
he's
this
obviously active. I mean,
Yeah.
he's doing like
All the
6
time.
Yes.
transactions a
Yes.
week.
week. Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like to me, I take that as a middle finger, not even
No,
like a
I say,
decline.
if so, he gave it to all of us because
let's just
he's
remove it from the league.
Yeah,
Well,
you're out.
Wada
honestly,
busy,
you're out of
busy.
here.
Where you at? Come on, we're making
But
rules here.
I give Juan a break because,
we love him.
well,
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously.
obviously he's a friend.
Yeah.
But remember the year that I came in,
He's an OG.
and we made a trade, and just like the whole league thought we were in collusion, and he was like, I was like, I don't even know this guy. He offered me the trade. Like, what's going on here, guys?
I think I remember that.
And so, and I think that made
yeah,
him gun shy
dude,
on trades.
Oh my
maybe,
god, they
because I think
wanted.
there was
They were
another
like, you
trade
got to
too.
reverse this trade.
Right. And I'm just like, guys, what are you talking about?
And it's funny because like I remember like I knew it wasn't collusion, and I'm thanks for bringing this story up.
Okay.
Because like I was a brand new commissioner.
Oh yeah, first or second.
That was my first
right?
year
Yeah,
as-
yeah.
as
Oh,
a
then maybe
commissioner.
I wasn't for that one.
No, you weren't in there for this one. No,
Yeah.
you this.
But I want to say I remember
and-
something about
And
that.
this one was
The story got told.
Maybe.
Many times.
so. It wasn't just the trade that you made with Juan. Like you made a trade with Juan, and I actually don't even remember what that one was.
I got Kyler
because-
Murray, and I don't remember who I gave up, but it was like a low grade wide receiver.
But you and I made a deal for Derrick Henry. Do you remember that one?
Mm-mm.
Excuse me. This is 2020.
Who remembers that year?
Right. And you, so I, it was only my second year playing in an auction draft. It was my first year as commissioner. My now ex-wife was pregnant with my son, and I was trying to run that draft in person. And if you remember, there was everybody was having like internet connection problems, and my uncle hadn't even like signed up for the league. And so I ended up with like Derrick Henry, and I didn't want Derrick Henry. I ended up with like I don't know if it was an auto draft or I just accidentally clicked it or something like that to stay. I don't remember, but I remember I didn't want him on my roster, and I traded him to you, and I can't remember what I got back.
God, I don't even remember the
I
trade.
remember. You know what I remember though is that I remember that even though Derrick Henry had a monster year that year, that I ended up winning the trade because I ended up getting like 2 like top line starters out of the deal.
That didn't look like starters at the time.
Right. Well, they did. They were starters, but they looked like
But not what they
Right,
were. You're
right. No
like
one-
low end starters instead of top end
exactly. It
starters.
was
Yeah.
kind of like if you had traded for like, let's see, what's a good one? Like if you had traded like this year, if you had traded like Jonathan Taylor, and you traded him for like Michael Pittman and Rico Dowdle, you'd be feeling pretty good about the Michael Pittman and Rico Dowdle side right about now. If you don't know Michael Pittman,
like this, like
Michael
right,
Pittman's
okay.
wide receiver 6 on the season.
Is he that high?
Yeah. He's got more games with 20 plus points than without.
Really?
Yeah. It's
I
yes.
would not even
quietly
wow.
dominating.
You should have got a bet out of me on that one because I
Quietly
against that.
I wouldn't have bet. I wouldn't have taken Pittman. Like I would have bet against Pittman, but yeah,
no, I'm
but
just
anyway,
saying, like right now, you could have won a lot of money from
that
me.
trade. So the trade happened, and 2 people in the league went bonkers, absolutely bonkers. They wanted the trade reversed. Not only did they want the trade reversed, like I was worried about the league
Yeah,
because
like it was gonna fall apart.
because they responded, and like we never like, you know, I'll take one.
Yeah, let's do it.
We never confirmed that it was like actual collusion between them, but they were brothers.
Oh, later on, yeah.
And they made a trade, and one of them. No, right away. That same week. It was the same week. That's what it was. There were too many factors for it not to have been collusion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because one of them got like an injured wide receiver, and a quarterback, and the other one got 2 starters. And what ended up happening was Kenny Golladay ended up having the only good year of his career. And he was the guy that got traded. He was the injured wide receiver that got sent over. And Jared Goff became closer to what Jared Goff is today, as with the Lions.
Sure.
And so their trade ended up backfiring on them. And the guy who I really wish I could remember exactly what he got, but I can't, and it was in Yahoo, so we don't have it in record. But I remember that one brother made the playoffs and the other one didn't, and the one that didn't make the playoffs was the one that was getting the better players in the collusion deal. So
Dude, fantasy football is weird.
It is weird. It's super weird.
It just turns over so quick, and you're just like, wait, what?
You just make the best decisions you can, and you just got to live with it.
Yep.
I was killing myself about just to bring this home. I was killing myself about decisions that I made last week because of so many points that ended up on the bench. But going into the weekend, I had made those decisions, and then I cross-checked them with some different websites in terms of start sit and rankings and stuff like that. And after checking, I felt really good. I was like, okay, all right, cool. This is apparently these professionals are thinking the same things that I'm thinking. And then and then it just didn't work out a lot. A lot.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah. Sometimes it's your time. Sometimes it's not your time. Just make the best choices you can.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at your games last week and.
Oh yeah, it's wild. But the guys that are on the bench, they would have been a lot of. You look at the guys that I started, and then you look at the guys on the bench. It's like those have been hard choices to make.
Yeah.
And it's like if any, and I had 4 of them.
And he lost by 10.2 points.
And if any one of those 4 decisions, if you look at my bench, one of those 4,
you would have covered.
But all 4 of them were I don't know if I would have done that.
Except the defense. But.
Well, right. The defense was a minor shift, and
that's always a coin flip. Yeah.
That one I'm not really worried about, but it was leaving Loveland on the bench because it was I played Golden, and Golden got hurt, and I've had this, and that's the thing, I've had that happen so many times this year. My guy in my starting lineup getting hurt so many times. It is so
it's a killer.
So annoying. What are you gonna do?
No, I mean you can't plan for it. It's not like you made a bad decision. It's football.
Yeah. So the last part of that trade, though, in my head, I've been starting 2 tight ends.
And I didn't realize you were starting 2 tight ends.
It's a good time to be doing it though. Because tight ends are awesome right now.
And you wanted to take one.
Yeah. Well, and that's that's why the trade was weird, is because we viewed it in completely different ways.
Yeah,
I viewed it as I am taking 2 of your bench players that you're not playing, and you have huge holes that I'm helping you fill.
You were taking one bench player.
Well, no, but in my head it was 2 because you usually only start 1 tight end. You usually only start one quarterback. You know what I mean?
I don't think his team has huge holes.
I see some holes. I see some holes, but
you also don't see those same holes in your team.
No, I guess I don't. You see holes in my team?
Yes, I've been telling you about them.
What?
I was trying to fix one.
So you realize that the New York Jets are I've been telling you to sell high on Garrett Wilson and Quentin Johnston. The New York Jets are second worst team in the league in pass yards. They have the second fewest pass yards in the league. They also just traded for another receiver, so it's unlikely to remain a one-man show. I'm really
well, but that's a good thing. In my opinion, that's a good thing for Garrett Wilson. If there's another threat on the field to take away some of the coverage from Garrett, fantastic.
Well,
I feel that helps him.
He's been getting all the targets. There's been no one else to throw the ball to.
But when they're bad targets, then that's not such a great thing.
But it's been working out for him.
Well, until he got hurt, yeah.
Right, and I'm just saying, like, there's still going to be bad targets. But he could get less of them.
No, but I think the targets get better.
I'm not
the
sure.
targets get better if there's somebody else on the field to help.
And I'm a big fan of A.D. Mitchell, but I'm not sure that he's going to come in, and it's not like they traded.
And it's not like he's great. It's more that he's a field stretcher. You know what I mean?
No, I actually think he runs every route. I really like A.D. Mitchell a lot. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Indy wasn't.
Right. He became.
I'm just saying.
You know, it's the thing about that is that I think what happened was that Alec Pierce ended up just being a much better player than they thought.
And so they didn't need him.
Yeah, and he's a guy
because Mitchell seems like a throwaway in that trade.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it should be the 2 firsts for Sauce. Right?
They overpaid so much.
It
for
really
Sauce
seems.
Gardner.
I agree there. I agree.
I can't believe they got the second first. That's crazy. That's
2 firsts and then
that's
Adonai
just
as a throw.
wild to me.
So
there's no cornerback in the league I would pay 2 firsts for.
Yeah.
To me, cornerbacks are like relievers in baseball. Like they have really hot stretches.
But that's the thing is if you can get that because their stretches are 3 to 4 years. It's like they are dominant. They are the cream of the crop for 3 or 4 years, and then they're a little, they're okay after that, and they a little okay before that. But for the 3 or 4 years, they are freaking amazing. Mm-hmm. And if they're getting sauce at the beginning of that 3 or 4 years,
I don't know if they are though, I don't know if he's even that guy. Because
and I've seen that at times. I've definitely been like, see, Sauce isn't that good. But I started seeing stats like on Sports Center and this and that. And I'm just like, oh, God, maybe he's just better than I thought. And he's just carrying more weight in that Jets defense than we thought he was. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But
we will see.
I love Indy. We should probably get started on our picks, though.
We didn't even do the Homer minute yet.
Yeah, no. We kind of did yours. We were talking about the Cowboys and the Cardinals.
We didn't talk about everything with the Cowboys, though. That's for sure.
All right, go ahead.
This is a sad week.
Let's get that sad music going. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, they had. Did you guys watch the Monday night game? Okay, so hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't. And I'm not alone. There are a lot of people who did not watch the Monday night football game.
Why?
Because of how they watch television. So Sunday Ticket is on YouTube TV.
Oh, yes. I had trouble. I found a TikTok live stream and watched it. That's what I did.
On Monday?
So even if you had...
That's ESPN, right?
Even if you had Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, so Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, or YouTube TV with your Sunday Ticket, you couldn't watch Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Really? I had no idea.
YouTube had a dispute with Disney.
So that tells me that you probably have like Time Warner or you have Comcast. Yeah. So
because that's the only way to have internet in Lemoore.
If you have if you have one of those old head like cable companies.
Don't want to, but
right, and a lot of people don't. But it's starting to get to the point where it's like, you know what? Screw this. I'll just go back to the.
If they weren't so tied to my internet, because that's the only internet that works anymore.
Calm down. Ugh. Like it's coming back to you.
If you got a solution for me,
so
brother.
Bad. It's like, dude, no. It's like $90 a month now for YouTube TV. Disney Plus is like $20 a month now. If you want the ad free. Then you have Amazon, and if you want to watch Thursday Night Football, you got to have Amazon Prime. So there's $15 a month there, or 16 or whatever it is, for their whatever.
Yeah, but that comes free with your Amazon Prime subscription, though, doesn't it?
Huh?
Doesn't it come free with your
football?
Yeah, well, no, the
Prime.
Yeah,
yes,
it
but
comes with your Prime.
You have to pay for it, and also if you want,
I look at it as free with my.
And they're another company that I'm just saying, like, if you're just trying to watch football. Like
okay, fair enough. Yeah,
not right. Everybody needs Amazon Prime.
You're right.
Not everybody everybody orders everything off of Amazon yet. Okay, so even having all of those things, okay, you weren't able to watch Monday Night Football.
Crazy. You
needed to have DirecTV or Comcast or an antenna. on your television.
Which nobody has.
It's unbelievable. And like, so my favorite moment from Monday night was seeing a tweet from, or X post from JJ Watt. So we're all just not watching Monday Night Football this week. And then line. I'm not paying for another subscription service.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, thank you, JJ Watt.
Yeah.
Because that's what it takes
It's getting
to
stupid.
stop this crap. Is like somebody who has enough money, because obviously JJ Watt is a well-off enough man that if he he actually just wanted something, you go, oh, that's how I get it.
Right.
And just do it. No, it takes people like him standing up and going, no, this is ridiculous. I'm not doing this. No, I'll just go. You know what I'll do? I'll skip Monday Night Football. I'll go play with my kids.
Yeah.
I'll go play with my dog. Like I'll go read a book. Like if it's like you're really gonna try and make it that hard to watch football. Like this is like how you gonna call yourself the American pastime and put people through garbage like that? That's crap. That's crap.
Is football officially the American pastime
It has
now?
been for a long time.
I mean, not officially though, right?
It has
officially
been
it's still baseball.
It's not really though. I'm pretty.
Officially, yeah, nobody wants to pass the torch.
I'm pretty sure
the
that
torch should be
baseball.
Oh, I
passed.
completely
No,
agree.
I'm
I'm not
pretty sure
arguing that.
That the strike that happened in baseball in the mid '90s is what pushed it over the edge. It was close.
Baseball's gotten a
It
lot
was
better in the last few years, though.
You know what? On television, baseball has gotten better.
Yeah.
In person, it's gotten worse. Like
Why?
the pitch clock.
That makes it worse?
Yeah, in person it does.
Why?
Is Brock Purdy playing this week?
No,
I don't
Mac
think so.
Jones. Because going to the baseball game, like, okay, any movie you've seen that depicts a baseball game, they're sitting in the stands and they're having a casual conversation while the baseball game is going on, right? But the whole time they're paying attention to it. It's just that they're talking to each other, and then periodically they go, blah, 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 because a play happened, right? If you want to maintain focus on the action now, you have to pay attention when you're at the game. Like I'm pretty sure I brought this up before, like on another podcast, but like it used to be, the inning would end, you get up to go to the bathroom or get a beer or whatever.
Yeah.
You go to the bathroom, you come back and you catch, most of the next inning. Now, like that's going to cost you an inning.
At least half an inning.
And
if
if
not
you
the whole
go
inning.
up to get a beer, you're looking at an inning and a half to two. That's what, and with the lines and stuff like that to get beers, like if you don't have people coming by with beer and you have to actually go get it, that is the cost of getting up to get food or beer or go to the bathroom at a baseball game now. And it just didn't, because it's not nearly as casual. The games end in 2.5
hours.
to 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I mean, think about that. Like if you're like when you're watching it on television, it goes to, it's the same because it goes, you're like, oh, this is great because it's going through all the action, and then they go to commercial and the commercials feel exactly the same. So you still get to get your break at home where you go to the bathroom, you get your snack, you get your beer, whatever. At home, it's improved massively. But as someone who I've been to a lot of baseball games, and I love going to baseball games. And we go to one every year. I went to this year.
Do you have a baseball team?
Huh?
Who's your baseball team?
I'm a Red Sox fan.
Oh.
Yeah, Red Sox in the AL, and that's my passion. And then in the NL, I like the Giants.
So you wait till they come out here?
Huh?
You wait till Boston comes out here?
Yeah, we went to go see them when they were here.
Nice.
Yeah, that's who we went to go see. We got to see the Red Sox and the Giants right after they made a massive trade with each other too, which never happens. So that was pretty cool. We got to see the Red Sox traded a big time hitter to the Giants, and then it was great because we had gotten the tickets.
Neither one of them won
and then
the World Series.
The trade happened, and then by the time we got to the game,
won the World Series.
the game day, the price on our tickets had like tripled or something like that, because they had gone from being an unimportant game to an important game. But anyway,
Anyway, Steelers.
We should go back to football, huh?
Should we? Should we? I mean, baseball. The reason we were talking about baseball is because it should be the pastime. Because baseball doesn't put you through this crap. Not being able to watch the sport. It's ridiculous.
That's true, though.
It is ridiculous.
I don't know. It's hard to watch baseball too. But anyway,
It's not hard to watch baseball. Baseball is amazing.
no. But I mean, like, if you have a certain team and you want to watch that team, I mean, you better have the baseball package, or else good luck.
Well, no, so actually it's interesting.
Oh, no more tangents. All right,
Sorry.
Yes,
Steelers.
please. Let's get on. Let's move on to baseball.
This is the same thing because it's about availability, and I think a lot of people don't realize how exclusive the people at the NFL and those in control of the media have turned this game. How much they've made it exclusive. How hard it is to watch. Yeah. The amount, like 30 years ago when I started watching football, like I didn't get to see every single game because Sunday Ticket didn't.
I was
come
about
out.
to say I still see more games than I would have been able to as a kid.
Right. But
For sure. So
that is true.
Yeah.
But like the act
As
of
a
being
Rams
able
fan-
to just turn on the television and find your game
yeah.
has become so much more difficult, so much more of a hassle.
Well, for me,
and we're not even at the bad part yet. This was just a tiff between two media giants in YouTube
Yeah.
and Disney. Like,
and I think they fight like every year too, don't they?
All the time now.
Yeah, they, like,
It's
fight
so
every year.
Stupid. They're CBS threatened to leave Time Warner or something like that 2 years ago. I think is what it was.
Things are getting blacked out for this.
Yeah, it was. It's so annoying.
But
Give
I
our-
feel like
give our money back
Disney.
then.
I feel like Disney and YouTube fight it out a lot.
Disney fights with everybody.
Yeah, so there's that.
That's true.
But as a kid, I was a Rams fan. They weren't good as a kid, so like, you got this to watch them on Sunday.
They were bad.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Never on Monday Night Football. No. Nowadays they take turns. Back then it was like the hot teams played on Monday night. You know what I mean? So they went year. I felt like they went years without playing a Monday night game until they started winning. Now we get to see them on Monday night.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe that's not true. Maybe it is.
No,
No, it is.
It is.
It is.
Like the prime spots are taken up by the prime teams. And and if you're not one of those prime teams, you do not get
But
those
now
spots.
there's you can
remember
see them
watching
in your rotation. At some point, your team's going to play Monday night every season.
I remember watching
No.
a lot of
Yeah, I
the
think so.
Packers,
I don't
the
think that's
Cowboys, and the 49ers. The Packers, Cowboys, 49ers,
Sorry.
and like the Bills, Broncos, and Chiefs a lot on Monday Night Football.
Well, I'm sorry, but Monday Night Football switched. So what happened was Monday Night Football became Sunday Night Football. Remember that? And so what that was I don't remember which major network that is, but they get their choice of the prime games. So now it's Sunday Night Football that gets the prime game, and it used to be Monday Night Football. So now it's ESPN that has the Monday Night Football game, and so now they're getting a secondary game instead of a top tier game.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, so what happened was ABC was just kind of getting out of it. And at the end of Monday Night Football, they had Madden. And I think that's what it was, right? It was the end of Monday Night Football was Madden and Michaels, and then they just moved to
Sunday.
to NBC, right? They also switched networks.
Oh, because it was a whole big sale thing.
Whole big thing.
I didn't keep track of what network
what
was
happened
what,
was because NBC had been out of football for a long time. Oh no!
It's like every fucking night.
No.
So since Brian's
Right
looking
here.
for paper towels,
They're right in front.
since Brian's looking for paper towels, I'll talk about the Rams for a little bit.
Brian, you're driving. You're obviously sober.
So the Rams won their game against New Orleans, and I felt like it was a get right for Stafford and Adams. I wish they would have passed to each other a little bit more, take advantage of that wide lead they had, and just let's just keep connecting.
Some more points.
Let's just keep connecting. Let's get our groove on. Let's keep connecting.
The Rams look good.
And they got the 49ers. They got the 49ers, the last game of this season against the 49ers. and it's going to either
You got to get revenge.
create a
dude.
gap or it's not going to create a gap, right? And let's hoping that it creates a gap. So they had their little Adams get right chemistry game.
What's
last
your record
week.
against them, by the way? Just in the last like 5 years or so.
It's probably pretty even.
They're up, I think, by like 4 games.
Okay.
Or something
Really?
like that, yeah. And
Niners
the
are,
McVay
right?
and the
Yeah.
McVay Shanahan era,
You
yeah.
know, I have seen a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
posts
getting at.
Where
is-
it's like McVay getting his head patted by Kyle Shanahan. You know,
But we beat him in the post. We beat him in post
Right.
when it matters, right? But let's not have that. Let's beat them. Let's get the gap, the game spread a little bit wider margin. We still have to deal with Seahawks twice this season. So, yeah, I would like to have a little bit of a gap. My question to you two is,
to YouTube.
Matthew Stafford, 266.5 passing yards, more or less?
this week versus who?
San Francisco.
Oh, duh. San Francisco.
Yeah, it seems kind of high.
Yeah.
Seems kind of high against a rival team.
He's been amazing though.
Yeah, but he's been amazing, and the Adams chemistry is like
66 is like right where he's averaging.
they might have to play from behind.
And San Francisco has been a little bit of a pass funnel, so I guess I'd have to take the over, but man, I wouldn't want to bet it.
That's close.
Ooh, what about
if you
you?
forced me, I'd take the over.
Yeah,
but,
I'm with Brian. If you forced me, I would take the over.
So okay,
but that's not something I'd want to bet.
so speaking of bets, right? I found out today that Prize Picks will let you make these kinds of bets. So I want to try one today on the podcast.
Okay.
So let's go like this. Okay, so that's a tight window for Matthew Stafford, so maybe I shouldn't bet that one. But going along the lines of the Steelers, we can lead this into your Homer Minute. Aaron Rodgers, the line is 223.5. They're playing against the Chargers.
No, it's over. Over for sure.
For sure?
I think so. I think that's gonna be a high scoring game, which the Steelers do not want.
No, we don't. Like that. Like you see what we got last week is we were able to hold them down. Like it was all our defense, and then it's
Steelers
like
football,
that's
baby.
that's Steelers football. And we have only been able to play Steelers football in about 40% of our games this year. And I'm just like, what is going on?
Are the Cowboys on a bye this year week?
Yep.
Okay, so that's why I don't see Dak. All right, so you're saying over. That's more of a sure thing than Stafford? That
Yes. Aaron Rodgers.
bet? How do you feel about it?
Would you rather bet the over on Aaron Rodgers or the over on Matt Stafford?
This week. And Aaron Rodgers is at
Stafford.
223.5.
You'd rather bet the over on the 266?
I'll take Stafford. And like again, a little bit might be biased, but if the Steelers play the kind of football that they want to play, then that's what's going to happen. And
Excuse me.
the Chargers are a lot more susceptible to the run. They're only 21st against the run, so I anticipate Warren having a little bit of a better day, and hopefully Rodgers can just chill, 200 yards and a touchdown.
All right, so we're gonna put the money where the mouth is, and I will bet Stafford in the over.
I like it.
I don't like it.
Well, I don't love it, but I like it given the circumstances. And and just leading into the Steelers here, it's all on our defense. Our offense is doing exactly what we want them to do. Like, they are decent. They are average, middle of the pack. They are between 10 and 20. Like, that's where our offense is. That's where they need to be. I love what we're getting out of Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Warren, like DK could do a little bit more there, but still, like, the offense is moving. I'm not going to complain there. It's all about the defense. So I don't know what's going on there. I need to look it up. Maybe we got a couple of people back. I know we had some some non-star starters that were out, and if they came back, maybe that helped or whatever. I don't know, but man, the defense was different last week, and if they stay like that, whew, man, that's good. Then we can make a run. But it's all on our defense, and I want to see what they do. So, please, and I'm going to take the last bit of my Homer minute to take a little humble brag here. My first championship of the season, hopefully my first of many. I am in 6 leagues and officially have taken 1 down already. The Guillotine League. If you guys do not play in a Guillotine League, I highly recommend it. I've only played in the last 2 years. And so this year for this league was a 10-team league. We all put in, X amount of money. And every week somebody gets eliminated. So whoever the lowest score of the week is, they get eliminated, and all their players go into the pool. And so now, the next week, so any of their good players that are on that team that can improve your team, you bid for them during the week on your waiver. Hopefully you get them, whatever. And then next week, whoever the lowest scorer is, they get eliminated. And so on and so forth. And it is so much fun. Like, I wouldn't say, this shouldn't be your primary league. But if you have one primary league and you're just like, you know what? I don't want to have too many leagues. This is the perfect secondary league.
I agree with that.
It is so much fun. It ends early before the playoffs.
Different.
It's completely different format. Exercises completely different skills for fantasy football. I've had a lot of fun. I've won it twice in a row, so it's been very profitable.
Is this a work league?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're pissing people off.
Oh, I love it.
Hey, so in a league like that,
Thanos next year.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Anyway.
In a league like that, even if you win, I guess if you win, you're not the lowest scoring. Yeah. Never mind.
So and it's winner take all.
Right.
So
Okay.
if you win, you get the entire pot. You're splitting with nobody. So
Nice, dude.
feels good, baby.
Yeah. Should have a good present under the tree this year, then.
Oh, that's gonna help. I tell you what, that's gonna help.
All right, and I talked about Monday Night Football, but didn't talk about all of it. Like, there was a pump block in the game and a touchdown scored by the Cowboys, right? Well, that guy's no longer with us.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Prayers out to that guy's family.
Dude,
It's terrible.
what's going on in your head that you can go from such highs to such lows, man? That's
That's
horrible.
I was hearing, what do they call that? Foul play?
I heard that too, and not necessarily like foul play, but there were factors at play that that caused him to make that decision. I saw this, and I didn't do any credibility checking, and
It's the day of the internet, man. We don't need that.
And
Right,
you know what?
right.
Everything on the internet I saw, everybody was suspecting foul play.
There was a rumor that I saw about him being accused of something, and like he was worried about information coming out about something.
Well,
We'll
thank you
never-
for bringing
yeah.
that up, because
We'll
we probably
never
should.
know, but whatever it is, shout out to the family, man.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
sorry for your loss.
All-
That's terrible.
Damn.
So with that, first up, Atlanta Falcons versus the Indianapolis Colts. Plus 6.5 if you're betting on the Falcons. Over under is 48.5. Plus 240 if you're betting on the Falcons. Minus 298 if you're betting on the Colts.
It's a German game.
Yes. It's overseas. You got to get up at 6:30.
Get up early, baby.
So my first question,
This game, hold on.
Jonathan Taylor.
This game is going to have a lot to say about who wins our matchup this week.
Okay, so
Oh, you two are playing this weekend.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know
yeah,
that. Nice.
and I'm projected to win, but I was going to talk about that. That doesn't. Hey, I've won.
But what are projections?
Right? No, because I've won plenty of projections. I was projected to lose, but Jonathan Taylor 92.5 over or under.
Yardage?
Yeah.
I'm biased. Don't ask me.
I I'm gonna say under.
Ooh, what do you
The
think?
Falcons' defense is good. The Falcons' defense is actually good.
So
Johnny
speaking
T's
of the
been amazing,
Falcons,
so.
would you rather have Jonathan Taylor's?
How many yards did he have against the Steelers last week?
Well, like I say, Steelers is a special defense.
Well,
man.
yeah,
Some weeks. Sorry, what were you saying, Ray?
So Jonathan Taylor, 92.5, or Bijan Robinson, 68.5.
Bijan's playing.
Bijan over.
Bijan over is the safer
Whoa.
bet
I think so.
because I got to pick 3. So we threw Stafford out there. And so out of this game,
I wouldn't be betting on this game. I don't think. I think there's too many things that could happen.
It's always hard to bet on a European game because, man,
Ooh.
so much.
And
that's
and-
fine.
and there could be some
we'll pass
weather.
on this one.
Be some rain
Yeah,
in
that,
this
it
game,
makes
too.
it tough.
We'll pass on this one. Okay.
But I'm taking the Colts here. And it's
Obviously.
hard not to,
Same.
especially coming off that
Yeah.
loss. But like I said, the X factor
Coming off
is
that loss,
the travel time.
adding that sauce.
Oh, getting the sauce. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, so
They lost. They lost another
getting a
big
little
piece out of their
boost.
defense too, though. What was they're one of their big
the
defensive
middle
tackles,
linebacker,
Oh,
right?
middle.
No, Buckner. Buckner's not going to play.
Somebody in the middle of their defense that
yeah,
was a
it's-
big run
it's
stopper.
It's
that's
DeForest
now-
Buckner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to play this
So
weekend.
because of that, I might take Bijan. I don't know if if his yards moved from what they were before.
He said
I'd wanna
68
know
and a
that.
half.
I know, but if it was 60 before and it moved to this because of the injury, or if it hasn't really moved because people don't realize,
It
like,
still seems low.
like that kind of stuff seems, yeah. But yeah, Bijan's weird though, man. He
Bijan
can
had
have some
one
weird
bad
ones.
game. Before that game, he was averaging 150 combined yards per game.
Averaging?
Averaging 153.
I guess that's pretty good.
Yes. Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm
So-
looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're looking at it on Sleeper, you just see a lot of green.
Yeah, sucked against Miami, and that's about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And the Miami one was just inexplicable. It didn't make no sense. Didn't make no sense. Like, there are people that lost money on that bet of that day. The Bijan versus Miami. For sure.
A lot of people.
The same day, Christian McCaffrey scored under 10 points, too.
I know.
Yeah,
My
he
opponent
does.
had both.
And he still doesn't want to trade. All right, so next up, Saints at Carolina Panthers. Saints are plus 5.5. Over under is 38.5. Plus 200 if you're betting on the Saints. Minus 245 if you're betting on the Panthers.
You know what's great is I don't feel obligated to pick the Saints, or I shouldn't say obligated. I don't feel like anywhere close.
Tempted.
Yeah, tempted.
You're
to
not
feel,
tempted
with,
anymore?
with no Rattler. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Did he get injured or did they just bench him?
They
just
benched
benched
him.
him.
They
That's
benched
what I
him.
thought.
They wanted to see what they had in this other kid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
honestly, like I say, I think Rattler has a very long career in the NFL as a backup. Honestly, and for as low as he got drafted, that is a compliment. Like, he is going to be a high-end backup in this league for the next decade, and good on him. Like,
my god!
what? He's gonna make a good living. He's gonna be happy. His kids are
You're
gonna go to
gonna set this
college.
guy off. That almost felt
I'm
intentional.
right, no.
That almost felt intentional.
Almost. I'll try harder next time.
We didn't script any of that.
But yeah, they wanted to see what they have in this other kid, and I don't think what is it?
Not much.
Slough. Shuck. There
It's
you
pronounced
go.
Shuck,
Yeah, shuck, whatever.
but it looks like Shoff. Like if you spell cough, and then you look at his name, you would just assume that
go.
it's pronounced Shoff, but it's pronounced Shuck.
That's
somehow.
why I'm getting messed up. Yeah. Because, dude. Anyway, so yeah, he's not. I don't see him as being better than Rattler.
He's
I mean, I don't think he is. I think the Saints are going to
He
get
doesn't
worse,
process very
so-
quickly. He's got a slow delivery. I'm just, and he's not a threat to run at all,
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
And like if you'd watched the last couple of games with Rattler at QB, they had started to get really creative with design runs for Rattler, and they were successful. So it's to me, it's a downgrade at quarterback. They wanted they
to an already bad team, to a
I-
1-8 team. They got downgraded.
I said
at
this
quarterback.
last week.
Oopsie.
I just thought it was. To me, it feels like Kellen Moore giving Rattler a break, so that he doesn't like lose him. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't just like completely lose him. And the reason I say that is because despite the fact that they weren't winning, like you could watch their offense growing and getting better and better, and
I
then
agree with
up
that.
until that Chicago game, and things kind of went the other direction. And I think it was a smart move on Kellen Moore's part to pull him out before the wheels completely fell off, and just let him regroup. They had the tough matchup coming up against the Rams. They've got this is a good opportunity. The last week was not a good opportunity for Shuck. This is a good opportunity for Shuck. This matchup right here, because they should be able to create positive situations with their running game. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to take advantage of it, but you're not going to see, like, they shouldn't have a whole lot of 3rd and longs. They should have a lot of like 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4.
Because who's going to get the yards?
Huh?
Who's going to get the yards for him on the ground?
Well, I mean,
Speaking of yards on
I'm
the
still
ground,
playing him, dude. I'm still going to do it.
Speaking of the yards on the ground, so we have Rico Dowdle.
Okay.
90,
no doubtful about it.
90 and a half yards over under.
Over.
They already said
You realize that Rico Dowdle is like the RB7 on the league or in the season, despite missing half the season so far.
Yeah, he's been amazing.
Or Alvin Kamara, 36 and a half.
Oh.
Rushing yards?
Rushing?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, I'd probably take Kamara in the under.
Under on Kamara because
Yeah.
he'd be right probably 8 times this year.
I'd take Kamara the under and Dowdle in the over. I mean, I honestly,
Which, if you had to pick one,
if I had to pick one, I'd take the Kamara. But honestly, I like them both.
So,
Whereas before we were like, oh, I wouldn't take that one. Like, I'd take both those.
so Kamara has hit that number.
Like
So Kamara has not hit that number since week 4. He did it. He did it all 4 weeks. The first 4 weeks when they were giving him the carries. It's crazy too because his numbers were good. Like 11 for 45, 21 for 99, 18 for 42 is bad, 15 for 70. Like his numbers were good on the ground, and then the attempts completely dropped off. 8, 10, 11, 6, 6. And like I expect him to have north of 10 carries in this game. So I would rather bet on Dowdle. Or bet the over on Alvin Kamara.
Really?
Because this is the time to do it. Seriously.
But see, here's the thing: aren't they
if
going to be
Alvin
down by
Kamara
20?
doesn't beat this line, you can drop him.
But see, that's the thing is here Carolina, they are a 5-4 team right now, right? And they are just getting
They're good.
They're just getting Bryce Young back. Bryce Young, like when he was gone, that accounts for 3 of those 4 losses. Now, with Bryce Young in the lineup, Carolina has actually been secretly a really good team. And this is one of those things that we saw from last year. Last year, at the end of the year, we saw Bryce Young coming on. We saw Carolina Panthers coming on. And wow, maybe this team is better than we thought. And at the beginning of this year, Bryce Young had, I think if I remember correctly, he had 1 good game. Then kind of got hurt. Things have been kind of so-so, and now he's been quietly coming back. And he's got when he is behind center, Carolina's a good team.
Okay, from a fantasy perspective, I'm watching 2 things in this game. Okay, number 1, I'm watching Alvin Kamara because the Saints have been completely scripted out of rush attempts the last month. So I want to see if you look, even though snap percentage has existed for Devin Neal, they're still not giving him the football. They're sending him out there, but they're not giving him the football. So I am still going to start Alvin Kamara this weekend. This is the last chance. And because if he's not able to get it done against a bottom 10 rushing defense in Carolina, and the game script is going to be in his favor. They just traded Rashid Shaheed away, so there's going to be more targets available for him as well.
But what if they're behind by 20 at halftime?
That's not going to happen because it's the Panthers and they don't have the ability to do that to anybody.
What's the point spread in this game, Ray?
38.5.
No.
Plus 5.5. 5.5.
Over under is 38.5. Nobody is up 20 points.
All right.
38.5.
So that pretty hat that you're wearing right now, you want to bet that next week on just Carolina versus the Saints with the 5.5 spread?
Oh no, I'm picking the Panthers to win.
No, not to win, but I'm giving you 5.5 points.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
No, Rattler's not even playing. I have no allegiance to the Saints. Like, what are you doing? You're trying to get me to bet on Shuck?
Well, you're saying all this stuff about Kamara,
dare you.
man. I'm just saying.
No. I said I'm watching.
I just see this as a
I
blowout.
said I'm watching two things in this game.
All right.
I'm watching Kamara, and the other side I'm watching Tet McMillan.
All right. Oh yeah.
Because this is right. For the Panthers. Tet McMillan. It's go time, dude. It's go time.
So, all of us three thinking heads, I picked Rico Dowdle and the over, and I picked Matthew Stafford and the over.
Living dangerously.
So we're doing that.
Those are high numbers, man.
Three times payout if we get that correct. So we will know.
And
The
just
reason
to
I
throw
say it
out
like
there,
that,
it's more fun to bet on the overs on these price picks and stuff like that. But if you really wanted, if your goal is to try to make money, bet on the unders.
and
The unders are where the money's at.
and to piggyback off of what Brian has said,
Now they tell me.
the elite bettors in this arena, they find the ridiculous low lines.
Right. Yeah.
The absurdly low lines where guys have over unders of 17, 25, and they're just and it's a really low line and they're in a really good matchup and all they have to do is catch one pass or
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And those are for instance, Matthew Berry, if he's giving you a bet of the week to go on, that's typically what he's targeting is something like that. Is he's finding the team that has given up the most pass yards per game this year goes to the third receiver against them this week, sees that they've got a 17-yard over under and goes, he's going to catch one pass and blow by that. And it's true because it's true. And so that's the kind of low hanging fruit that I think that people can just make money on.
Okay, and we could certainly try that strategy next week, but I'm too lazy to fix it. So next up, Giants and Chicago Bears. Giants are plus 4.5. Over under is 47.5. Plus 180 if you're betting on the Giants. Minus 218 if you're betting on the Bears.
People are betting on the Giants?
Apparently, not
Jackson
me.
Dart has been good, man.
Jackson Dart's fun to watch. I love that kid.
He's fun to watch.
He's cool.
That's why
Didn't he almost get hurt?
Scattaboo going out with Jackson Dart. It's just that was such a fun combo.
But
Jackson,
you know what? Hold on.
I don't think if
Hold
he
on a
got
I feel
second.
like Dart got
I gotta
kind
say,
of hard or twisted.
it was
It
too major,
feeds
but yeah.
into his Anakin Skywalker persona.
Who gave him this persona?
That's why he does the face paint.
Yeah, he does the face paint like that for that. But I feel like he
You know
started
that?
it.
I did not know that.
He's an Anakin Skywalker fan.
So I feel like he started it, but I feel like other players are adopting it and doing it better.
Doing it better.
Yeah.
The face paint or the
because he does it here, right?
Just on one side, just this.
The side that Anakin got the scar on.
Yes.
But he just does it here. But since I saw that, I've seen other players do it top down, just like Anakin.
And that's the best way.
And
it should start up here.
Yeah.
He starts his right here at the cheek and goes down.
Why is Anakin such a cult hero here?
I don't know.
He's the villain.
I don't know.
No, he's not.
But he likes it. Anakin wasn't the bad guy. It was Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Idiot.
All right, I don't want to spoil the other movies for you. We better move on.
Well, I'm picking Chicago.
If you've only watched the first 2 or 3,
I'm
just
taking
saying.
Chicago as well. All right, so hey, I'll tell you what.
It's funny because I want to take New York, but I'm taking Chicago.
Okay.
What I want to say about this game
It's a close one.
is I'm super curious about what's going on with the Chicago running back situation. Because Monangai looked amazing. But it was the Bengals.
Very true. But no matter what, he's earned more time. He's learned a better look.
And I
I
had said this before that he's kind of like the David Montgomery light.
Yeah.
That's the kind of situation they've got going on there. Is that DeAndre Swift is supposed to play the Jahmyr Gibbs, and Monangai is supposed to be Montgomery. And so I'm really interested to see if it's going to be more of like a split, and like a true split where you see real, like, even though Swift is going to be back this week.
If I had to guess, that would be my guess.
Yeah, well, from what I've heard from all of like the fantasy heads and stuff, is that they're still leaning on Swift. Like, they're ready to go back and just bet on Swift. And I'm like, I watched that game, and I'm a Monangai fan. I was a fan from the draft process. He looked awesome. He looked way too good to just be like, no. Go sit down.
He's going to get more looks for sure.
There's no way they.
But now, if he doesn't do anything with those looks early, now they might just go back to Swift because he's the proven asset.
This is another good matchup, though.
Yeah.
So I don't see that happening. And it's interesting. I'm very
something to watch for sure.
And I feel brilliant because I said this a few weeks ago, where like the Chicago passing game does not look good. It doesn't look cohesive, and it still doesn't. Even in that Bengals game, it still didn't look good. If they hadn't been able to run the ball, they'd have been in trouble. They scored points through the passing game on trick plays. It wasn't as, and like Caleb Williams still didn't complete 60% of his passes in this game against the Bengals. So here's what I'm saying is that I'm interested in the splits on both sides of the ball in terms of the running back situation. The Bears situation being more valuable than the Giants situation, but over on the Giants situation, you just me being the guy who fucking spent all his fab on Tyrone Tracy, I'm just like, what the hell happened? Mm-hmm. Because now, and like, it's not entirely surprising because Devin Singletary is a solid football player, and if you go back and you look at throughout his career statistics, as I did this week, he has stretches where he's really good.
Yeah.
It's never very long.
He's a very decent running back.
He doesn't.
He's not special. He's not great at anything.
So he's in.
But he's decent.
I believe he's in year 7. He does not have a single stretch longer than 8. Now, and every single, and he's had like 3 different stretches between 7 and 8 games where he's been relevant. Mm-hmm. And in every single one of those stretches, even then, there was a complete dud. Yeah. At least one complete dud. And so even if it's Singletary, that it's not going to be for very long.
Oh, for sure.
And he only has a half dozen games in his career where he has 20 carries, and 4 of them came in the same season. So he's just not. It's interesting. I'm just not sure what they're going to do. They were behind in the 49ers game. The running game wasn't effective with Tracy. It seemed better with Singletary.
They're 2-7. It seems like they'd be trying to see what they have in Tracy and not.
Thank you for saying
that.
Can
I get Singletary to get something?
Exactly.
You want to see what you have.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense for them to put Singletary out there and just
unless they're giving up on Tracy.
And even then, wouldn't you just sign some guy off the street?
Yeah. No, I agree. It's weird.
So I'm interested to see what's going to go on there. And then finally, if I'm right about Caleb Williams, this is exactly the game where you count on him and he fails you.
All right. So moving on to
This is an
my
interesting
most
one.
interesting game.
Oh, this is a very interesting game to me. So please.
Super interesting game. There's
Yeah.
so much going on here.
Jags at Houston Texans. Jags minus 1.5. Over-unders 37.5. Minus 115 if you're betting on the Jags. Minus 105 if you're betting on the Texans.
So all of a sudden, Jacoby Myers is our wide receiver 1.
Huh?
Right? There's no Hunter. There's no Brian Thomas.
Yeah, but he just got into this. Like, he's going to be running like, hey, go run this route. Like, he doesn't know the system. He doesn't know jack squat.
You don't know that.
Like,
you don't know that. This guy this guy.
I wouldn't be playing him in fantasy. I'll tell you that.
He spent a few years. I would be super
How is
excited.
Jacksonville favored? That's what I want to know. How on earth are they
doesn't
favored?
make sense.
It makes zero sense.
That
to
does
me.
not.
Over the last 2 weeks, Houston has been overvalued by the bookies in Vegas.
It's got to be
like, it's been like, wow, what do they see in Houston that they're like? What do we not see?
C.J.
And
Stroud, I
they've been
guess.
They've been right both times. And now
They're
it's
pulling the
like,
rug out.
okay, we're on Houston, and Vegas is like, no, it's Jacksonville. It's like, what?
And if
they're
you
missing all their weapons, how is that possible?
and if you look at the numbers, everything looks like it's in Houston's favor.
Everything,
And they're at home.
So I still have to pick Houston
Me
because
too.
that's the logical decision.
But this guy is on the Jags.
I'm picking the Jags.
You know the Jags are going to win somehow. You know they're going to win.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
So
they
hold
probably
on. So
will,
hold
but I
on.
don't know how.
Hold on. No, I'm actually going to ride with this guy of the Jags because it's Davis Mills. It's Davis Mills, and it's interesting. I feel like Davis Mills is one of those like he's a sleeper DFS play because Jacksonville has a bottom 5 pass defense. They've given up the 4th most touchdowns.
I thought you guys were going to give me this lone wolf, man.
No.
I was like,
I
going
mean,
to 11? I'm going to be 11 up?
So, and by the way, we haven't brought this up. This guy is like a week ahead now.
Dude, he's kicking ass. That's for
Everybody
sure.
else, like, I've got like a solid lead on second, but the lead I've got on second is the kind of lead that like you'd hope to have on first at this point. Ray has a 10-game lead on me, and then I have a 4-game lead on everybody else. So everybody else is a week behind Ray in picks.
Very
Everybody
impressive.
else, he's got an entire week.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's insane. Good job.
So
Yeah.
I'm picking against him.
So
You're probably on the bottom, too.
So,
Not quite, but yeah.
So Davis Mills, I was looking at him too, and he has he has a couple of stretches where he's played okay.
For sure.
And this is a good matchup. This is a really good
Right.
matchup. You're the Nico Collins manager and Top Gun. You've got to be getting irritated.
Nico has not been comfortable the whole year.
Now, hold
that's for
on.
sure.
Hold on. Now, when your team is averaging 165 points per game, per week,
Say it again.
it's hard to be irritated about anything, but objectively you still look at these things where it's like it's like being a race car driver, and it's like, wait a minute,
I could be better. What could I
we're
do
still
to shave another
misfiring
second
over
off? Yeah.
here, and Nico Collins is like, so for as awesome, right, as Jonathan Taylor's season has been, you spent more money to get Nico on your team.
Did I really?
You did. Wow. By a lot.
I didn't even realize that. I was so happy with Nico or with McCaffrey and Taylor that.
Right, and now
my bargains that I got on them, I forgot about the rest. Yeah.
McCaffrey, you paid top dollar for.
Well, it's a bargain now, but yes, at the time,
Right, but
I
that
was
always
hoping to spend 5 to 10 less,
but that
yes.
always happens. You can always say that based on how the way things shake out, because like you go back and you look at it and you're like, well, I would have paid 10% more for this guy.
Yeah, and if we redrafted right now for the rest of the season, he'd go for more than what he did.
Right. He'd go for like 65 instead of 55.
At least, yeah.
I wouldn't say at least because in our I wouldn't. The reason I wouldn't say that
depend on the matchups.
Jamar Chase and Jahmyr Gibbs were the most expensive players in our draft. Now it's funny because our league has gotten much better over the years as we've kind of like culled some of the lazier players, you know. And
It's a tough league.
I remember one year when Alvin Kamara and Christian McCaffrey both went for north of 70. And $70 of a $200 budget. Ooh. And this last season, this season that we're in right now, no one went for more than 60. And it was a tie between Jamar Chase and Jahmyr Gibbs.
And Gibbs went for too much, so.
Right, based on what's happened.
Yeah, well, not just based on that. Just based on the.
He's still a top 5 running back, dude. You realize that, right?
No. I have him in a couple leagues. Like I'm not down on Gibbs so much as. I've always looked at Gibbs.
You would have rather had Taylor for half the price.
Of course, well,
because that's what happened.
But Gibbs.
But that's hindsight.
I look at Gibbs as being a top 7 running back, top 6 or 7 running back. I don't look at him as being top 2 or 3.
To me, he's that in talent. It's just that he's got that anchor of David Montgomery attached to him.
Is that an anchor or is that saving him? It's hard to say.
No, look back at when Montgomery was hurt last year. Are you kidding?
And would Gibbs be out for the season if he had all the work? Like
we don't. Like, that's crazy.
I think
there's
part
nothing,
of what's saving Gibbs
in
is having Montgomery.
Gibbs hasn't missed a game. This is his 3rd season. He plays running back in the NFL.
And I'm very skeptical of running backs his size in the NFL, and so
hasn't missed a game yet. But you have CMC, and you're just all in love with CMC, who's missed half of his career,
and the other half
has been amazing.
Some championships.
But he's never had a David Montgomery attached to him.
Different kind of runner. You can't compare Gibbs and McCaffrey.
I do. Yes, I would. In terms of pure talent, I'd rather have Gibbs.
You'd be wrong.
No. the only reason that you're saying that is based on
past history,
fantasy statistics, and Christian McCaffrey, his entire career has been in a bell cow situation. His entire career.
And Gibbs has never been looked at as the kind of guy that can handle a bell.
He's in his 3rd year. He's never been given a chance. He's 23 years old. He's 23.
Like I said, I have him in my keeper.
He's 23 and he has 2 top 5 finishes
man,
on his way to another one. And this guy's trying to be like, no. I'd rather have CMC. Like CMC.
This year I would.
I don't blame him. So.
All right,
moving on. Buffalo versus Miami Dolphins.
I don't just look at box scores.
Buffalo minus 9.5. Over under is 50.5. Minus 535 if you're betting on the Bills. Plus 400 if you're betting on the Dolphins. Pick the Bills.
Yeah, everyone's gonna pick the Bills here.
If the Dolphins win, no one's gonna blame you.
Yeah. You live with that one.
So. And it is a divisional game, so weird shit.
It's too important to the Bills to lose this game.
Yeah.
Like if you
is there anything interesting fantasy wise?
Did you see the post game interview with Josh Allen after the Chiefs game last Sunday? He was just.
I picked the Bills.
They were trying so hard to make it important that they had just beaten the Chiefs, you know. And Josh Allen was so matter-of-fact business-like about beating the Chiefs. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Not in the regular season.
No, it doesn't matter. And the Bills are too good. The game's too important. There's no way they drop this one. No
Agreed.
way.
Let's move on.
Yeah, we can move on.
Who's the 4th team? Patriots is the 3rd. Who's the 4th team?
Real quick.
Who's the 4th team in that division?
What? Jets.
So don't laugh.
So I do want to bring something up real quick. I think it's I think it's interesting.
Bills are going to the playoffs.
I'm on the fence on starting this player because of the statistics. The Bills are actually really bad against the run. Horribly bad. They give up more than 5 yards per carry.
They're a run funnel, yeah.
And they are it's not something that you expect from a team that wins most of its games.
But Achane isn't the kind of running back that can really take advantage of that.
Which is why I'm not bringing up Achane.
Yeah.
I'm about to tell you about Ollie Gordon.
Oh, jeez. I got to go to the bathroom.
He just said, I'm checking out of this conversation.
He didn't have anything. Don't worry. He didn't have anything important to say anyway. So I am on the fence on starting Ollie Gordon against you this week and in my flex spot. Probably won't happen, but I would like to, and it's one of those things that I can imagine we come back a week from now and I'm like, I knew it. I should have started Ollie Gordon because it lines up really well. The Bills are not blowing anybody out. They're not that team that just, Josh Allen throws 3 times and all of a sudden they score anymore. They're grinding people out with James Cook. So, who's also hurt, by the way. James, as of right now, we're not 100% sure if James Cook's going to play. And on that note, if he doesn't play, I would rather play Ray Davis than play Ty Johnson. And the 2 games where Ray Davis has 10 plus carries, actually I think it's 9. The 2 games where Ray Davis has 9 plus carries in his career, he's a top 20 running back both times. So if James Cook does not play on Sunday, play Ray Davis. It's going to be a great play. The Dolphins rush defense is terrible. The Bills are not going to put Ty Johnson into that spot. They'll just, in my opinion, put Ray Davis in, and he'll get a bunch of carries, and you'll be very happy. And then on the other side, there has been more of a split on the rushing side for Ollie Gordon and Devon Achane, and the Bills' defense is worse than people would think against the run. So it's actually a really good opportunity for Ollie Gordon.
Huh. Well, there you have it.
But
I think I had Gordon
all
for
that
a
being
second.
said, I think you did. I think you were the one that walked away with him from the draft. He was one of those guys that was on my list because Achane was hurt at the beginning of the year, but
he just didn't.
And Achane's so good. Oh my God, Achane is everything Alvin Kamara used to be.
Dude, I know I want to be digging up the past, but Alvin Kamara fell off hard.
He was some hot. It's amazing. It's funny because Brian picked up his phone as soon as I said it.
Will you grab me one of these before you sit down?
But we were talking about Jalen Warren earlier. Warren,
that cherry looks good.
Running back is so hard in the NFL. It is so hard to have a guy there are 5 running backs per season that you're just start every single week. After that, it's kind of a crapshoot. So just getting that position correct is difficult to me. And this guy's having a magical season. Over here,
he's getting pretty good. Anyway,
moving on.
So everybody's going Buffalo. Next up, another interesting matchup, but maybe not that interesting because Jackson is back. Baltimore at
purple on purple.
Baltimore versus the Vikings. Baltimore is minus 3.5. Over under is 48.5. Minus 225. If you're betting on the Ravens, plus 185. If you're betting on the Vikings.
To me, the most interesting thing about this game is how they're going to come out and differentiate between each team.
Like what colors they're going to wear?
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm picking Baltimore.
You should.
But I'm nervous about it.
I was going to say,
I'm
taking Minnesota, and I'm nervous about it. But
I feel a little better now.
So last week,
I bet.
I think. Okay, you're taking Minnesota.
Yep.
Okay, I'm with this guy. I'm taking Baltimore.
Yeah, and they're the favorites for a reason. I get it, but Minnesota,
hold on.
Scrappy team.
Oh my
they
God.
are. They've been scrappy.
Here's what I want to say, real quick. Okay,
real quick.
Because I've been I've never said anything real quick in my life, I don't think. But I've been a JJ McCarthy hater, right?
Uh-huh.
He made the plays that were available to him last week.
I agree.
The Detroit Lions definitely beat themselves. But JJ McCarthy made the plays that were available to him last week.
I agree.
When he made less mistakes. Like the Minnesota team made less mistakes than the Lions did last week. And they won the game.
And they won. Yeah.
And they won the game.
Minnesota could win.
No,
they
can't. Lamar Jackson,
they're
dude.
capable
In fact,
of winning games.
If I were you, to be honest with you, my best advice to you for fantasy, right, for the season, right, in Top Gun, is that you shouldn't trade Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, so
you should trade Matthew Stafford because it's harder for him to replicate what he does week in, week out, and not just that. Lamar Jackson is in the prime of his career. And Lamar Jackson is a man on a mission right now. He is
fantasy football.
There's nobody I would rather have.
Agree with that.
There's nobody I'd rather have.
I was really kind of surprised you were starting Stafford over Jackson.
I am starting the hot hand.
Right. You're not wrong here. Some of the numbers, Stafford right now, he is outperforming Kurt Warner at Kurt Warner's best,
and he's outperforming Jackson.
And so, how do you not start that? Right? But that being said, it's funny. He was actually right. Stafford outscored Jackson by half a point last week.
Did he really?
He ended up winning. He ended up being right. It was really funny. I forgot to bring that up. That's so funny, dude.
Well, Stafford is having an MVP year.
Yeah.
I guess my point to you would be
hot hand.
Make sure you get value for one of them.
Right.
Whichever one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The trade line is coming up, and you better get something for one of them.
I'm trying.
If you have both of them on your team, man,
I'm trying.
you fucked up.
I'm
you
trying.
Messed up if you have them both after the trade.
Unless one gets injured.
For sure.
Says the guy that doesn't want to drop Joe Flacco right now.
I really don't.
Because
he's about to get dropped. If everything
me.
Stays the way it is, I'm going to drop him. But I don't want to.
Because Stafford's got a bad back. He's got a bad back.
Yes.
But he also is the hot hand right now.
Another reason I would bet on Jackson, though. Jackson is a multiple time. He's got multiple MVPs.
But he can get more for Jackson
and
than he can for Stafford.
Jackson has more.
This is true.
And, Stafford has more. Stafford has more of an ability to just turn around and hand the ball off, and his defense is better. So I think Lamar, in order for the Ravens to make the playoffs, Lamar Jackson is going to have to play some of the best football of his career.
He's going to have to pass more too.
It's not necessarily. He might have to run
pass
more.
Or run, whatever he scores,
whatever is going to get the job done. But Lamar, and I have been someone who's been critical of Lamar Jackson.
Agreed.
I'm so in love with the way he's been playing football. He looks so
on the
good.
sideline, injured.
He's to me, he's Randall Cunningham. He's Michael Vick, but he put it all together.
Yeah.
Because
but now he's getting to the point
when you watch Lamar Jackson drop back, he just you don't feel like he needs to leave the pocket anymore to kill you.
So
he's become dangerous in the pocket.
I have both. Stafford is the hot hand right now, but I am waiting for Jackson to take over. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm waiting to see it. But he just keeps quite not being there.
I got to be honest, I'm playing against you. I'm not happy. I'm happy to see Jackson on your bench, dude.
So, that being said, it does make me nervous because they're playing against San Francisco, but that just makes me feel like Stafford's going to be passing more.
Yeah, because they're going to keep up.
And they're starting to connect with Adams.
And the 49ers have exactly one interception all season.
There you go. And Stafford's playing better. And then to kind of just dig it in a little deeper, fuck, that thought floated away from me.
Yeah.
It floated away. I don't remember where I was going with that.
Yeah, so
it'll come back when we get to that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting to me because like Lamar Jackson is a strange dude because to me he is like of those players like I said like Cunningham and Vic, RG3-ish, whatever. The running quarterbacks, the guys that like, oh my god, this guy is more dangerous than all of the running backs. And he can pass the ball.
What receiver do you feel? What receiver do you really love on Baltimore?
And thank you for asking that question because that's exactly the point that I'm making. Yeah. Is that of all those guys, they've been given like so many weapons, right? Like how many guys they got paired with those guys, hoping that it would fix their passing inefficiencies. Yeah. And to me, Lamar. It doesn't matter. He's thrown to so many just like...
I feel like he's been given a lot of weapons. Though.
I don't think so.
He's been given a lot of chances. I
disagree with that.
Some first-round picks.
Who?
Bateman, even though he didn't work out to be what he thought he would be.
Rashad Bateman is who I was going to bring up.
I've had Bateman and I've had Zay.
I love Zay Flowers.
He's an amazing talent.
Who did I compare?
Who would be getting better numbers on a better?
Who did I? Team? So
he absolutely would.
Not necessarily.
He was on the Rams.
He's been playing.
Adams.
He's been playing without Lamar. He's been playing without Lamar. With Lamar, he's been great. And together, they are a good combo. And that is the receiver that you should want to have is Zay Flowers. And who did I compare Zay Flowers to when he came out?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
Come on, the guy just got arrested in Dubai this week.
That guy. Okay.
Jeez.
Mr. Brown.
I compared
Antonio Brown.
Yes, when Zay Flowers was coming out, I compared him to Antonio Brown. That's who he reminds me of. His ability to start and stop, his ability to find pockets in the defense, to high point the ball. He catches the ball with his hands. All of these things at about the same size. Like Antonio Brown he's an inch taller, I think, but they're about the same size. Antonio Brown was 5'10", 180.
Do either of you guys have Zay Flowers in the
No.
league? Oh.
Tebow.
All right. Well, I'm going to admit it. Like you're making some really good points, and I'm looking at Flowers' stats for this year, like his numbers. I mean, 28, 14. Lamar got hurt, then he went 3. 14, 12, 8, 14, 11. Like, even, like, no matter what the situation, he's getting double digits. And
he's a dangerous dude.
He's about to go on a run with Lamar for the playoffs. I mean, things could get really, really good for Flowers.
They're 3-5.
Which is why, like, they're 3-5.
But they still get to play Pittsburgh
one of the
twice.
Better teams in the NFL.
They still play Pittsburgh twice.
Tough. Oh my god!
But Pittsburgh's the team in front of them. That's the only team in front of them.
What's Pittsburgh's record?
5-3.
Yes.
So we're exactly 2 games ahead of them right now.
So they're right where
they have to sweep.
They're right where they need to be.
No, they'd have to sweep. No, don't get me wrong. Like they have to go on a run.
Yeah.
But they have the team to go on a run.
He's been afraid of Baltimore all season.
Absolutely. No, I'm.
It's just all Lamar though, and you can't. It's an 11.
He's got multiple MVPs. He's a guy you should be afraid of.
And he's got good weapons around him, and
there's 22 people on the field
honestly,
per play.
Lamar Jackson.
The one thing I'm happy about is their defense is not what it was. And so
right.
I don't think they're going to be able to catch us.
I agree.
But I think they are going to go on a run. Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers are going to look good for a while.
I don't know. Okay, so they play Steelers 2 more time. I don't know who else they play.
I mean, you could trade Lamar to me.
Minnesota,
if you give me a good running back.
Jets, which is an easy defense.
I'll give you
Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati.
Yeah, this is
they still have Cincinnati and the.
This ain't a dynasty.
No. I mean, like this year, future.
Okay. Guys, I'm spitting out some secrets.
I'm talking about Hampton, dude. I'll trade you Hampton.
Seriously, Baltimore plays Cincinnati
and
Jets.
I know.
And the Jets.
No, I know. Their schedules.
Wow.
No, they played all of their tough matchups were in the first half of their schedule. They've already played Buffalo, Kansas City, and I think San Diego, right?
I think Cincy's going to take one of those games.
Los Angeles Chargers.
I think Cincy's going to take one of those games.
I don't.
I think they will,
because I think they're both without Flacco.
That changes
with
it.
Flacco.
I was going to say
both
it
without
depends
Burrow.
on the quarterback situation.
They're not going to get Burrow back before
things are going to be weird there.
No, I think Flacco's going to win. I think he's going to win one.
I think Flacco scores a lot of fantasy points for people the last couple of years. He doesn't win a lot of football games.
He's won a Super Bowl. Has Lamar.
It's true.
That's true.
So, I mean, like, the dude can play.
That's true.
I think he's going to
He
show up. I think he's going to show up to one of those games.
Him and-
Which one? I don't know.
Was it Jacoby Jones?
Which one? I don't know.
Him and Jacoby Jones in 2012. That was unbelievable.
All right, guys. If you don't mind, we need to kind of fly through the rest because
Yeah, we got Bears and Jets, or Browns and
yeah.
Jets. It's going to be Browns, right? Browns -1.5. Over and there's
The
37.5.
Jets just traded everybody away. Thank
Exactly.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
minus
you. You know what?
130
I thought about
plus
wearing some
110.
Jets gear tonight as a Cowboys fan, because there's this real quick. We're not going to spend too much time on the game.
Okay.
I'm picking the Browns.
Me too.
Wait, no. Am I? Yeah, I'm picking the Browns.
Yeah, me too.
I'll pick the Browns. I like to play this game where, like, when I'm watching the games and I go, if I could have one player off of that team on the Cowboys, you know, and it never happens. It never happens. You never get that player onto your team. If I could have taken one player from the Jets and put him onto Dallas, it would have been Quinnen Williams,
Okay.
and we got him. So I thank you.
He finally did it.
Yeah, it's like that's never happened.
He finally willed the universe.
Yes. Like, did you
Good
hear?
job,
Did
man.
you hear what I was just saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know if you do that too, or where you're like, man, this team's really annoying, but if we could have that one guy on our team, that'd be great.
I don't normally think of it that way, but yeah, I do know what you're saying.
But I like to do that, like where like I look at your team and I go, okay, like if I had to pick one player off your team and put him on my team, this is the guy I would take off of your team.
Yeah, no, I'm
And-
more. How do we crush you and hurt that guy?
Well, I'm always about team building. You know what I mean? I'm excited about having Quinnen Williams from the Jets. I am.
I'm
He's-
excited about this
he's a
game
monster
because,
player.
like, if the Browns are probably going to win, but if the Jets win, it probably means his Hall's going to have a lot of yards.
No,
I
like
think
that
Hall-
Cleveland,
well,
Cleveland defense is amazing.
They're
Like,
really
you
good.
need to keep that in mind. That Cleveland defense is really, really, really good. So, whenever Cleveland is involved, it's going to be a low-scoring game because Cleveland's offense sucks and their
Unless
defense is
they
great.
start Shadur Sanders.
Yeah, and that will make sure
The over-under is 37.5 after all.
That's terrible.
I'll take the under.
Yeah,
That's gonna
probably.
Be
It's got that. Yeah, it's going to be a 9-6 game.
So on to a more interesting game.
Yeah.
New England versus Tampa Bay. New
This
England
is one of
plus
the games of the week
2.5.
right here.
Over unders 48.5 plus 124 if you're betting on the Patriots, minus 148 if you're betting on the Bucks.
All right, so
Good choice.
looks like he's what?
I had to.
But you're the Bucks
I
guy.
know. I have Brady jerseys in both. I have a Bucks Brady jersey too, and so it was a choice, and I think the Patriots are playing better football right now.
That's funny. I've got the Patriots pick too, and
Me
they're
too.
the underdog. Wow.
Yeah.
How are we all
Yeah.
picking the same underdogs all the time?
No Bucky
Not all the
Irving.
time.
Fair, fair.
The Buccaneers are still without Bucky Irving, which to me is it seems to be the heart of their offense because it's completely different without him.
He's what makes their offense special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Their offense is just kind of mediocre, but with him in there, it makes it a little special. Yeah, you're right. It lets Baker do so much more.
Yep.
When he's in there, but he's not. So
And I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa Bay wins.
He
but I
just
don't
he
think they're
keeps
going
them
to.
out of.
Oh, it's a very close one. This
Yeah.
is definitely one of the closer games of the week. But and New England is on
I
the
haven't
road. Like Tampa Bay should win this
I'm
one.
really
I
looking
haven't
forward to
seen that.
watching this game.
I haven't seen that
can't wait to
Mayfield
watch
magic. Like he had it going into the season, but I don't feel like
Who?
Baker.
Oh.
I haven't seen that magic like
It's
these
been
last
tough.
few games.
The last
Yeah.
few games have been tough.
the last month or so
Yeah.
for him. Yeah,
He had people were talking. He had MVP talks going on
for the first month.
the first 6
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's really cooled off. But the MVP talks are on the other side now.
Well, and Mbuka was hurt, and
And,
everybody else was hurt, so that's gonna be interesting.
Drake May, though, the MVP, people are talking about Drake May for MVP, and that boy is balling, and I feel really good about
Yeah,
that.
and I feel good about it. And he's definitely like in the running for rookie
I
of the
think
year, but not MVP. But
I think back to the episode we did about that draft class, those quarterbacks.
Yeah, I think we're both higher
And,
on Drake
and
May.
what I said about Drake May was I felt like he had the most elite skill set of the entire draft class, and like had the ability to like turn into Josh Allen. And I did not see it happening this fast. I thought he was more raw.
I remember with our predictions, we all felt dumb when Daniels came out and was so good. I was just like, oh, I guess I was wrong.
Me too. Yeah.
But now it's all the stuff that we talked about. The reason why we weren't high on Daniels is because of injury.
I want to go on that
because he's running like RG3.
Real quick. Sorry. I keep saying that. I saw. Oh, it was so bad. So after the injury happened on Sunday Night Football with Daniels, right? I'm surfing on Twitter, and I see this person posted. It's Jaden Daniels in Madden football, and he's just like skeleton skinny. And the people were just lighting the guy up because Daniels had just gotten hurt. And if you saw how he got hurt, it was like, why did his arm move that way? Why wasn't like, and it's because he's so skinny. It's because he doesn't have like. There's just not a whole lot of bulk. There's not a whole lot of weight to him. You know, he's noodle thin, and like, I don't think Drake May's arm goes backwards in that situation. You know, what I'm, that's what I'm saying here is that like an arm that's like more like this size, you know, doesn't go that way on that tackle. That doesn't happen. Like he's just more susceptible to injuries, and.
Well, and because of the running as well.
And it's funny because like I know that I could go back on some of our old podcasts and I had likened him to RG3. Did you see? It was the same. So you can kind of like the moment that RG3's career kind of like went down was the playoff game against Seattle, where his knee just kind of like fell apart with no.
Which was his rookie year, right? End of his rookie year.
End of his rookie year.
So promising and everything else.
Right. Now, really, it was Baltimore that really damaged him. It was a few weeks earlier. He had been scrambling and he got hit in his knee by Baltimore, and he probably shouldn't have even been playing in the Seattle game. But everybody remembers his knee just completely buckling in the Seattle game. And it was the same. So they were playing Seattle, and they had the ball at the exact same yard line as when RG3 got hurt on the Jaden Daniels injury.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Well, and if you look at it, it's the rookie year was so good for RG3, you know, until the injury, and Jaden Daniels, it was amazing. And then this year it's been, you know, hit or miss depending on injury, and it's like hasn't been great yet. And then just when you're getting some hope, he gets hurt.
Makes just more stuff that makes me feel like a genius because I didn't like I've said this all year last year. Did I not? All year last year.
That was last year.
Where
I don't remember.
Where I was unimpressed with what their offense was doing. That I was confident that they were going to get figured out. That they were doing a bunch of cutesy stuff that wasn't actually like.
And I'll say there's been so many injuries that we don't even know if that's the case. Like we'll see again next year, but
maybe they're the oldest team in the NFL.
Jaden Daniels is a question.
They are the oldest team in the NFL. They don't have next year.
Oh shit! Let me refresh my screen. We are getting into the afternoon games now. We got the morning games done. And the first afternoon game we have slated is the Cardinals versus the Seahawks. And the Cardinals are at +6.5. The over-under is 45.5. +250 if you're betting on the Cardinals. -310 if you're betting on the Seahawks. I have to go Seahawks here, but I'm hoping I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I have the capital be wrong.
We're all taking the Seahawks. Let's move on.
Yeah. You want to move on?
Yeah.
Is there anything important to talk about in that game?
No.
I don't think. Well, so the Seahawks just traded for Rashid Shaheed.
And maybe it'll.
So what
maybe
I
it's
so the
important
only,
later,
so what
but
I'm
not
gonna
now.
say is that anybody who got excited about what Torrey Horton did, and Torrey Horton has like 6 touchdowns on the season. He's been a touchdown machine. Like, don't go crazy on Torrey Horton because they just brought in Rashid Shaheed.
Right.
So like it's good. Let's see what happens
Things
here.
are gonna be weird.
Yeah, and I don't think it's gonna. It shouldn't affect JSN.
No.
But they're
If anything, it
but
might
it's funny.
help him.
Well, their offense could get better, and his numbers could get worse.
Why?
Because
See,
because
I'm
the
really
ball as things get more spread out, because they haven't been a team that's completely dependent on him. They're a team that is performing in the top like third of the league in terms of pass yards per game, and he's getting a high percentage of them. But he hasn't had a whole lot of competition for that yardage. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you should sell high on JSN. If you have JSN,
yeah.
like you got to be feeling
Just
like
write
you're
it out,
one of
yeah.
the smartest people in the world. I'm just saying.
accidentally smartest,
I'm
but you'll
just
take it.
saying. Like that's it. We're picking Seattle. There's some interesting things going on in Seattle's passing game, and that's about it.
And
I need him to lose.
Marvin
Also,
Harrison
on
Jr.
the
might
other side-
get better
on the
just
hold
because
on,
of
hold on.
Jacoby Brissett is now the quarterback. So Marvin Harrison Jr. might get a little better.
Right, and I gotta say another feather in my cap. You know how long we've been sitting here and I've been telling you that Kyler Murray is not a real quarterback. And you know what the rumors are on Kyler Murray? Have you guys seen this?
He runs like a child.
Might explore baseball career.
Really? Wow.
I
That'd
think
be
you're
interesting.
No, I think he's too far removed from it.
There are people.
Sure
there,
seems like it, but
there are people saying he could still have like a 10-year baseball career.
what did he play?
I'm not sure. I imagine it's got to be like middle infield, second base, shortstop.
Bezzy, all of a sudden, and we're running late.
What's
when
up,
you show
Bezzy?
up. What's up, man?
Busy.
But yeah, that situation has gotten completely weird, and I've been saying for years that I would not be in on Kyler Murray at all. There's absolutely no way that if I ran an organization that you could fucking you could put a gun to my head,
Yeah.
and I would not have invested in Kyler Murray.
Fair.
I'd have taken the bullet instead.
No, you've said so forever.
So, next up, Rams versus San Francisco. Rams minus 5.5, over-unders 49.5, minus 230 if you're betting on the Rams, plus 190 if you're betting on 49ers. My perfect scenario, Seahawks lose, Rams win, and we have a definitive playoff
Lead.
You know,
you have a lead. You have
yeah.
you have the track to the division champ.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get that, but I think you're going to get a
I-
win by each team, which is going to keep you guys even for a while here. This is a dangerous game, like we talked about before,
Absolutely.
because of San Francisco. Like, they are a dangerous team. They have that coach that knows you guys so well. But it feels like all the momentum and all the talent is on your side right now.
Yeah, like we buttoned up a little
And
bit.
So I'm going to go with Rams.
And I knew this
buttoned
would
up
be a
enough.
good opportunity for me to lone wolf,
I knew, I mean, it's one of you had to,
so I'm going to take the Niners.
and I don't blame you, and I don't
Because
blame you.
especially
And
not in his
also,
household.
it makes things just easier in my house
Exactly.
because Roxana does ask me all the time, "Who'd you pick in this game?" and I'm not even saying like in the 49er games. Like, she'll just randomly ask me. Like, we'll be watching the Detroit, Washington game. Who'd you pick? So yeah, that'll definitely come up. Be like, yes, I am on the Niners this week. But they're at home. They play Los Angeles really well.
Yeah.
They on offense, they are getting healthier.
It's a good lone wolf. It really
yeah.
is.
No, yeah, it's a good lone wolf.
And I get CMC on my side. So
They stopped him last time. didn't
and I gotta find a way to I gotta claw my way back in. At this point, I'm not even trying to beat you. I'm just trying to
they? Keep it close.
lose by way less than everybody else.
Well, let's hope for me
insane.
that stays at that track.
On fire.
Next up, Detroit versus Washington. Detroit minus 8.5, over under is 49.5, minus 485 if you're betting on Detroit, plus 370 if you're betting on the Commanders. Yeah.
So
Who's betting on the Commanders?
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a quick one. You can't bet on the Commanders
No,
right now.
you cannot.
Commanders are a huge downswing. Everybody's hurt. They're playing for next year. Who cares?
Are they playing? Like I said, they're the oldest team in the league, so they're not even necessarily playing for next year.
And
Because-
Detroit is coming off a loss.
That's-
And if there's any team I like coming off a loss, holy crap, it's
Right.
Detroit. Like,
Right,
They-
I'm about to run their defense back again just because they lost last week.
yeah, no, I can see that. Well, especially against Washington. I mean, that's a
Right,
tremendous
right,
play
right,
against
right.
Washington right
If
now.
they were at home, I'd be slamming them, you know.
Yeah.
But even on the road, still
I
feeling
guess-
pretty good about it.
They got an 80
just
20 the 80% of people are picking Detroit.
Oh yeah, I cannot imagine picking the Commanders. So I texted you guys at the beginning of Sunday last week with a Twitter post, I think it was, saying that the Commanders or that the Redskins were back because they were wearing their
Yeah.
they were wearing their Super Bowl. They're calling it Super Bowl era.
Okay.
And it's like Super Bowl era is in like the era where you went to Super Bowls.
Red one.
And, burgundy. It's like
But it's like a dark. Okay, I don't know. Go ahead. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
right. So they did everything except put the emblem back on the helmet.
Oh.
And like the entire uniform was right except for the helmet. The emblem on the helmet was wrong. Like the they also didn't fix the coloration on the helmet. It was the wrong color. It was still the more modern Commander's red. But
That's too bad.
someone I saw somebody's Twitter post that was like it was like going to a funeral and you see the person in the casket and like everything looks right and then until you get to their face and their face always looks different. It just looks different. It doesn't look correct. And that was exactly what it was like. It was like they had the uniform going on, everything looked right, and then when they would the camera would zoom in and pan over the helmet and you'd see that W, that stupid orange W. It was
Just wrong.
It was just wrong. It was just like it was like lifeless. And they played that way. That was one of the most pathetic performances I've seen this season. It was absolutely atrocious.
And you're not going to see much out of
Sam
Washington.
Sam Darnold went 16 for 16 to start the game.
Yeah.
4 touchdowns. 16 for 16 with 4 touchdowns to start the game. It's
pretty good.
In my opinion, this team's quit. They're done.
For sure.
Speaking of next teams,
and Dan Quinn's out. It'll be interesting to see what they do, because as a Cowboys fan, I like to I want to see them do stupid stuff. So it'll be interesting to see if they kick Dan Campbell out and then they just promote Kingsbury to head coach. As a Cowboys fan, I would love that.
Yeah, you would. Yeah. No, I think they'll. Honestly, I think they know what's going on. They're going to hang on to Dan until they can't. They'll see what happens.
Dan Quinn was not a good hire.
All right. So who we got?
I was
next?
happy to see him go.
so next is a very interesting game and hard for me to pick. Pittsburgh versus the Chargers. Pittsburgh is +3, over/under is 45.5, +130 if you're betting on the Steelers, -155 if you're betting on the
Talking
Chargers.
about, dude, we're LA.
Yeah, and that's who I picked.
Excellent. Yeah. No, I'm happy taking
But
the
it
Steelers this week.
It's making me nervous because
I wish we were going to this game. I really wish we were
Oh, I
going to
do
this
too,
game.
but-
It would be so much fun. This one would be so much fun to go to, because it wouldn't be it would be at your house, but we'd be able to get a root against Brian's team. It would be so much fun.
That'd be fun.
I feel like next year is going to be a lot easier for me to like make time to go to games.
Dude. Me too. Next year, yes, everything's gonna line up so much better with my kids.
I was gonna say things are gonna have to be for all three of our lives to line up to where we can go to an NFL game together.
Yeah.
It's gonna be kind of a unicorn event. So if that ever happens, we got to make sure it freaking happens.
I'm just looking forward to retirement with
one.
you guys.
Sitting there podcasting
10,
is still
15 years
5
from
years
now.
or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
It's gonna be great. I say retirement, like I don't. So personally, I don't know what your feelings are. Like I don't ever want to just be like, oh yeah, I'm retired. I don't do anything.
No, yeah. For me, it's always a semi-retired mindset.
Right.
You know, I still do the teaching. I probably wouldn't stop doing that. And then, managing real estate.
Mine would be like semi-retired. Like I'm mostly retired, but I still play golf. I still play Magic.
That's part of retirement.
I still play poker.
Poker, I
still
can
play.
see
You
that.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's my retirement. Is all my freaking hobbies. That's
I
what
need to
want
pick up
happen.
golf.
Dude. It's so much fun.
I need to pick it up.
It's so peaceful to get out on the golf course.
You guys
Like,
gotta
you
come
don't
disc
even-
golfing. We gotta go disc golfing together.
Disc golfing is cool too. Although my buddy is just coming back from surgery from disc golf.
I have a vested.
He ripped his muscles
Shit.
in his ribs.
Shit.
from throwing. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I have a vested interest in learning golf, not disc golf. So
Fair.
yeah,
I'm just saying because golf is just so much more expensive. Than
it is.
golf.
No,
is.
you're
And
right.
harder.
It is, and
It's not even that
harder.
it's harder. It's fun.
But it's the corporate game.
Yeah.
That
It's
too.
the corporate game,
Yeah.
and
It
I
is.
need to learn it for those
Just so
reasons.
you can
Yeah.
be somewhat competent and be able to play.
We
with
should
them.
set
Yeah.
up a weekend where we go golfing.
Dude.
If you guys are willing to teach me, I'm down.
Well, that's the thing. If he needs to learn, we
I
need
need
to
to
get
learn.
him on a
Listen,
On a golfing range.
Let me ask you a
The
question.
Visalia
Let
golfing
me ask
range
you
is
a couple
cool.
questions. Do you know how to drive a golf cart?
Yes. Under the
Hold on.
influence.
Do you know how to drink a beer?
Yeah.
You can golf.
So Visalia,
You'll be a great golfer.
the Visalia driving range. I've been there twice since working for the company I work for, and it's just like across the highway, right? And so sometimes we go on our lunch. We're trying to make it a routine to just go to hit balls for like 30
Okay.
minutes and go back, right? And the Visalia range now has those like camera detectors. So when you hit the ball, it shows like how long your hang time is,
Oh, geez,
how
okay.
far the bars travel, how far it rolls. Like it has like just the whole deck is just lined up with cameras
up
that
there trying to
record
make you
it.
feel good.
That's cool.
Record it. So I'm like,
cool.
oh, that one hit good, that one didn't. But anyway, we're getting off track, but I'm very interested. So next up,
No, do we pick? We
I picked the Chargers.
right? And he picked the Steelers. Okay.
obviously, and who'd you pick?
I picked the Chargers.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
back.
So last but not least,
All right.
the last
Here we
game,
go.
the hardest game to pick. The Eagles at the Packers. The Eagles are plus 1.5. Not 5. No 5 in there. Plus 1.5. Over under is 45.5. Plus 102 if you're betting on the Eagles. Minus 122 if you're betting on the Packers.
And I'm gonna say here, like this is one of those lines that I do not understand. This doesn't make sense to me.
Okay. Let me hear it. Why?
Like, why the heck is Green Bay favored here? They should not be favored.
Yeah. Okay.
Green Bay has been playing like crap the last 2
Okay.
weeks.
All
They've
right.
not
That
been
confused
playing well.
the hell out of me.
Right, and
Yeah.
Philly has been like coming on. Like it seems like two teams going in the opposite directions, and the one that's in the downward trajectory is favored. Hell no.
It's at Packers too. It's at Packers too, but still.
I'm all over the Eagles here. Like honestly, this line makes no sense. I feel like the Packers have been struggling lately. I feel like they're trying to figure out their identity. It should be through Josh Jacobs, their running back, but they haven't been able to do that. I don't know if that's Jacobs. I don't know if that's their scheme or what's going on. I don't know if that's Jordan Love, because it seems like Jordan Love has been playing like crap lately. But whatever it is, like I have zero faith in the Green Bay Packers right now. They seem like a very volatile team. Their offense, you don't know what's going to happen. Their defense is supposed to be top of the line. I thought they were one of the best defenses in the NFL the first 3 weeks of the year. And now I'm like, I don't know who they are. So to me, Green Bay is way too up in the air, and Philly just seems like they're getting it together. So I'm all over Philly in this one. It just the line doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I got Philly too. We'll find out what we'll find out where when Ken gets back who he's going with. But you
I
guys
would bet he's going with Philly. But
you guys robbed me of any lone wolves this week.
really,
The fact that he went and switched to Jags on me, and then he switched on one other team. He switched to agreement with me too. So yeah, you guys took all my lone wolves away. That's fine. That's cool. But yeah, so Philadelphia versus Green Bay. We both agree that the line is not doesn't
sorry,
make
what's the
a
line?
lot of sense.
Green Bay is favored by what is it, 2.5 or 1.5?
1.5.
1.5.
Well, they are better.
Well, there you go. Okay, so explain this to us because and Ray agreed with me. Is I do not agree. This line this seems stupid to me. It seems like Green Bay,
The Philadelphia
has been
rushing
having
attack
all
hasn't
kinds
been-
of problems the last 2 weeks, and Philly has been
Offensively,
on the-
they have.
okay.
But Philly's
Well,
defense.
even on defense, they're not what they were at the beginning of the
The
season.
defense has been fine.
No,
No,
Green
seriously,
Bay
they've lost 2 games where all their offense had to do was score 17 points.
And they tied to the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Packers.
Green Bay, right?
Yes,
yeah.
it was they
moment of
definitely threw up
silence.
a stinker last week against Carolina. They did. But Carolina has also beaten a couple of teams now where it's like, you know what, we should be respecting them a little
I
more.
talked
than we
about
are.
that earlier. Like,
But-
when Bryce Young is behind center, they're a good team.
That being said, like I haven't been impressed with Philadelphia yet this year.
But they've been getting better and better,
I don't know if
especially
they've
the
been
last
getting-
2 or 3
I-
weeks.
I wouldn't say they've been getting better and better. They've shown flashes of the team that was good enough to win the Super Bowl that year or last year. I'll say that about them. However, they've been extremely inconsistent up front. Like on the offensive and defensive line is where like typically they have dominated teams and they're not doing it this year. That's the difference. So, this is to me, like if Philadelphia was at home, I'd be picking them, but I'm going to pick the Packers. Especially coming off a loss. And their defense to me is just better than Philadelphia's.
Interesting.
And that's why Philadelphia made multiple trades for cornerbacks for defensive help this last week. While they were off for week 9, they traded for Jalen Phillips from Miami, and they traded for Jair Alexander and one other cornerback. So it's been like people haven't been talking about it.
So wait,
but hold
Philly
on.
is 6-2, improving, and they
this-
got better.
At this point last season, everyone was talking about how well their 2 rookie cornerbacks were playing, Cooper DeJean and who's the Quinyon Mitchell. Okay, this year at the trade deadline, they traded for 2 cornerbacks, one of whom is on his 4th team in 13 months or something like that. In Alexander.
Okay.
So they don't have things as figured out as like most 6-2 teams have. They've had a pretty soft schedule so far. I'm not saying that, and like the Eagles might still be really good, but other than that, you know, that win against Los Angeles in which like they really got lucky, you know, with the blocked field goal. Like they should have lost that game to LA. Like if they had lost that game to LA, I feel like we're talking about them completely differently, because that's the only impressive win that they have on their resume this season.
And you can say that about a lot of teams, but no, I mean you're right. They're the Super Bowl champions. They're great, and yet we're looking at them like I don't know.
I hope you're so right about it.
But
I
feel
hope
like they're
you're right.
ascending.
But yeah, I think I'm going for.
I feel like they're ascending, and I feel like Green Bay kind of peaked early and is.
Oh, I don't feel that way
Figuring
about
out,
Green Bay at all. I actually feel the opposite. I feel like it's funny. That's really funny. I feel like.
So do we have a hat bet yet?
Not yet. Typically, it's on players.
I know,
But if you're talking about just the game, so hold on. I get to bet against the Eagles and for the hat.
yeah, you gotta give me a point and a half.
No, I'm not giving you any points.
Why would you give me the point and a half?
I'm not giving you any points.
I want a point, man. I want a point.
You know what?
I realize that
I'm
you
agreeing
want
with
it.
Ken on this one. Like, that's got to be a straight bet. You know,
Yeah.
Mike, you want some points.
You'd go by the spread.
This guy
The
always.
spread is a point and a half.
I know he tried taking my
This
tight
is why
end
it's
this
so
week.
hard to make trades with him in fantasy football.
You gotta get as much as you can get, man.
What did I say? What did I say in the league chat? I said, Brian's the guy that you want to go to when you're willing to sell your arm to fix your other thumb.
Yeah, and it is certainly, and you know what? It makes more sense where you like talking, like it makes more sense. But in the moment, I was like, what? What?
And I was the same way. When your responses, I was like, "Is
Not
this
nearly
guy
enough.
freaking crazy?" Like, yeah, we're definitely.
And I only told you that though because you were like, "Well, what?" You know, like you're asking, like, "Well, what? What would make?"
Like,
and
what
I'm
do
like,
you want? And then you said something about McCaffrey and Taylor. I was like,
one of
okay,
them.
We're on different planets.
Yeah. Which I said prior to that.
This guy,
Yeah, you did.
This guy, in 7 years of us playing together, like he's willing to stream quarterbacks and tight ends. He's never gonna give up anything that's like he'll give you a wide receiver 3 and RB3 for a quarterback, maybe.
Yeah.
And that
he's the one that
quarterback,
came asking.
and it has to be like a top 5 quarterback in order for him to make that deal.
I'm not interested if
Right.
they're not. Yeah.
Right. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like I've yes. And I'm not saying you're wrong. Right. It's a good place to be.
And I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm saying I'm trying to take advantage because I am. I mean, that's what I do. But
That's what you should do.
you're right. That's the game.
That's how you win.
Anyway,
Do we have a Thursday night game?
You want to talk about next week's games?
Just Thursday, because we won't be back before then, right?
shouldn't be. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't been talking about the Thursday games.
Oh, that's true.
Did you just? So
If you wanted to.
we can, and let me hold on. Let me pull it up. Is it even up here? Thursday's Jets and Patriots.
I will
Patriots,
take the
move on.
Patriots. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're done.
All right, done.
You know what we didn't talk about with the Patriots though is their running back situation. It's really interesting what's going on there.
I was gonna say that's a good one for the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This past Thursday, I picked Denver. I think you two picked Denver as well.
Yeah, we did.
So
What,
surprisingly,
what
a
terrible game that was.
viewer picked Las Vegas.
Oh,
He's the only one that picked Las Vegas. We had a viewer pick
poor
Las
kid.
Vegas. Yeah. Yeah, other than that, we all went Denver. So, that being said, we in the past 4 years are still waiting to call a perfect game. We haven't done that yet. I don't think a perfect week.
Perfect week. No.
So, we're all still in contention for the first perfect week ever. So, with that, thank you everybody for listening. Don't forget to follow us on all those platforms.
Love you guys.